Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 3 of the Nightmare series. It has been a fun last 2 weeks. We've had different champions so far, and now we've got the returning champion in AJ in our brackets here. And I've got Soul Warrior now since retired, but he's hopping into the commentator's booth here with me. How's it going, Soul Warrior?
Oh well, man. Retirement is treating me fantastic, but I'm excited to be back on the Xbox side of things, watch some good Mortal Kombat. Yeah, just happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely glad to have you here. Now, of course, before we hop in, the first thing that we want to do, we do have some new faces out there. We want to give you guys a quick rundown on how things are going to work tonight. So we're going to play a quick video courtesy of Mr. Aquaman himself that is going to show you guys how to check in, how to take care of all that stuff. But of course, if you have any trouble, if you run into any issues, make sure to ask a mod in the chat. We've got Zombie Sweat here. He is happy to help you guys get your scores reported, get your matches checked in, whatever you may need. But definitely, make sure you guys are also paying attention to this video so you guys can take care of that on your own. And if you have any trouble, ask for help. But here we go. Make sure you take a look at this. And after this video is over, we'll be right back with our first match.
Hello everyone. Today we are going to walk you through how to use Smash GG during your tournament today. Assuming you registered for this event, you will begin your journey right here on the home page. On this page, you will have everything you will need to progress through this tournament. You can view all of the information related to the event here, as well as your own dashboard letting you know what comes next under events. Here is where the process will begin by checking in. We recommend being at this position about 5 to 10 minutes before the tournament begins to make this as smooth as possible. This will take you to your first match. This is the match overview. There are 3 tabs. Under tasks, you can see a step-by-step on what you need to do in order to successfully report your match. Under the summary tab, you can see the outcome of the match, as well as once it's complete, you can view your upcoming matches. Then, there's the chat tab, where you can talk to your opponent and an admin if an issue occurs. Now, let's go ahead and check into our match here. You'll then wait for your opponent to check in, and if this does not occur, they will receive a DQ, you will advance. It looks like we got a match here as player 2 has readied up. Smash GG then gives you the tag of your opponent that you will need to send an invite to or receive one from. And once both players are in a match, select Done. Select your character for game 1 and then await for your opponent to do the same. When the game finishes, both players will report the scores until a final outcome is set. Hitting confirm will finalize the match. You may at any time, if an issue occurs, click request a moderator. At the bottom, this will alert the admin team that you need assistance. You'll need to go to the chat and await their arrival and have the issue already stated, or wait for them to ask you what is the issue here. The admin will help determine a resolution and then clear the request. Once the match is complete, you can view it in summary and even your next match here as well. On the top right, there will always be a rules tab if you need a refresher as well. Once again, you can visit the homepage of the event to see a live feed of your tournament experience throughout the entire thing, so you know when and who you have to play. And that is it, guys. You are ready to compete in today's tournament. Good luck and have fun.
Alright, I figured out how to spell his name. Took me a moment here, but we got the invites out. Let's hop over to our lobby and get into our first match.
It's going to be exciting again. I haven't seen Frieza fight in a while, so I wonder, is he still a Kano player? Because, again, I hate fighting Kano personally, but the Unga Bunga style is just like, again, you can't really be too mad at them because they don't really have too many tools, right? They just have usually the down one into the command grab or down one into the acid is typically what you see, but exciting nonetheless.
Oh yeah,
we have Frosty Llama.
I think that Kano's personality as a dirtbag comes through the best in terms of the gameplay, right? They've done a really good job of meshing the two of those together, because it's Kano just has to fight dirty. He doesn't have crazy tools, but he's got these obnoxious mix-ups and bullshit that he can pull out on you that can be quite dirty to deal with, and that's Kano for you. And the other thing too, I think, is that Kano has not been falling down the tier list or anything like that. Kano has been steadily receiving some improvements. Customs treated him quite well, actually. There have been people finding some interesting and dirty setups and different ways to utilize the new tools or access to the full toolkit, I should say. For example, the biomagnetic pull, right? The number of times I've seen somebody get acid poured on them and then even on block sucked into the fire has been crazy. And I think it's a really fun and interesting tool. So I would be loving to see some Kano here from a dedicated Kano player, if that's indeed what Frieza is. Looks like we are going to be seeing Kano here. And Frosty's not going to be going with Kotal.
No Kotal and no sub. Interesting. Ooh. I don't think I've ever seen him play Johnny. That's not to say he doesn't have a Johnny just because I haven't seen it, but this is my first time ever seeing his Johnny, so it's going to be interesting to see how this matchup plays out.
Yeah, I was, so I think I've seen Frosty play Johnny like maybe a few times, but ultimately I would say that I think that Kotal is just too good not to play. The character doesn't have any like big struggle matchups, and if there is, like, okay, you deal with zoning, well then you take the cat. Like, you have a lot of tools that you can utilize throughout the customs variations, the custom variations again for that character, that I think does allow Kotal to sit in a really comfortable and healthy position. But Frosty, he's gonna feel the urge to play Johnny Cage here, so we'll see how that fares in round 1.
All right, starts off with a little bit of the zoning back and forth, full screen footsies, as we like to call it around my parts.
Oh, okay.
Like, throws a knife. I think for us, it's just kind of feeling out that range, right? But then you always have to watch exactly the overhead coming from Kano, where you're just outside of sweep range that seems to hit everybody. Usually we call it an unblockable, but
oh yeah, absolutely.
For us, able to block it.
Right, doing the impossible here. Flawless blocking, though, barely getting it in time. I think the thing, though, is that he's playing Johnny. This is a character that can afford to kind of wait it out, feel things out. I didn't see if he's got the sunglasses equipped or not, but nonetheless, this character does some really explosive damage if given the opportunity, and is one of these kind of really footsie heavy characters. So you figure out your patterns, where your opponent likes to sit, then you can exploit that, and you can really turn things around with Johnny.
I think what's going to make the difference in this match, and Frosty's already starting to do it now, which is that rising up star, right? So it's like Kano, he wants to take his turn back after those pokes, but he's got to just wait a little bit, and then he can get his turn back. But if he starts to counter poke too much, he's going to keep getting hit with that rising star. And of course, the unblockable overhead hits again.
You have to look out for that hesitation too after an empty down one, right? That little bit of time that you waited to see is all that it takes to get caught by something. The fireball war gonna barely come up in Frosty's favor, though. Also want to give a thanks to Zombie for the resub. 22 months in a row. How is that even possible? I can't believe we've been on Twitch for almost 2 years. That's insane. It means we got banned from fucking Mixer.
Do you even remember Mixer? I feel like that's been so long.
Dude, it's been ages ago. Good riddance, but jeez.
Good throw.
Oh, you know what we forgot to do? Speaking of gambling with fake money, Zombie. Forgot to set up some predictions on here in this one. So I'm going to do that real quick.
Alright, he gets the roll. No flawless block on it, but he gets caught pushing buttons. Slowly push him to the corner. Okay, Frieza's definitely in trouble here. He might be dead. Alright, instant air. Cannonball. Doesn't get the command grab, but he's able to do the little hesitation and get it anyway. Frosty just has to calm down a little bit. Yep, mashed it out, down 1. And game 1 goes Frosty Llama. Again, I'm already liking what I'm seeing out of this Johnny. He's again, establishing the neutral with the down 3. He's not overdoing it with the meter use anyway on the up rising star. I think Frieza just needs to adjust a little bit. Again, take his turn, use the command grabs, mix it up a little bit more, and he's right in there because there was nobody had too much of a life lead going into that either one of those rounds. But again, Frosty was able to close that out.
The other thing too, I think, is Kano's a character that like can always turn it around. His armor break in particular is one that you can just route into your combos, and doesn't matter if they break or not, you can still go for fatal blow big damage. Like, it's not compared to some other ones like Noob Saibot's where like it doesn't have the same properties if it doesn't break armor, for example. That's not the case. That's not the case for Kano. Kano has a really, really strong set of tools that he can use in those low-life situations to still potentially turn it around. Looks like we lost Frosty there for a moment, but we'll get him back in here, no problem. Easy to find.
I was going to say, Frosty said, all right, I won one, it's over, GG's.
Yeah, right, the one and done. New rule set. Speaking of new stuff, though, while we do have a moment to wait for Frosty to return, which means I've probably got some names to swap around here. Did want to... Oh, whoa, whoops. That is from work. That's not what... I mean, you guys can see that it wasn't a bad thing, but that was not what I was looking to type. What was I saying now? Oh yeah, new things. So we're betting with those points in the chat, but we don't know what to spend them on. So been thinking, and what the first idea that we have is, because we have so many people that show up for the tournaments, we get into like the triple digits, but we only can really run like 2, maybe 3 matches from that opening round on stream max. So what I've thought would be a cool way to do is to kind of reward people for participating is we're going to start putting as one of the points rewards in there an opportunity to kind of like raise your hand and say you want to be one of those matches on stream. So we're going to be starting to use those points. I know we've been sitting here forever and I've never put anything up there, so plenty of you guys have a lot of them. So if you guys want to be on stream, because the thing is sometimes it's hard to get people to commit a little bit in advance because they're like, hey, they want to be on stream, but then the day of they kind of forget. So even though the channel points are superficial, that exchange of currency or whatever, that redemption for those might, be that little extra inspiration to make sure people are incentivized to stick to it. And then we can sort of build a queue from that or whatever based on people that have been here for a while. Because the other thing that happens too, when I pick these first rounds, I pick people that I know. Like I know Frosty Llama, he's been here a lot. He's one of the first people I asked about, like, hey, okay, let me get the hold of those, and this will allow people that are new or maybe haven't been able to get on stream as much an opportunity to say, hey man, I'm gonna be here next Monday. Let me go ahead and do that. So we will be, they aren't available today, but we're gonna try to have those ready on Saturday. Saturday will be the day that we kind of put those up to have people get them, and then we'll go from there. And it's not just round 1 matches either. It'll be like the first 3 rounds or so we'll be able to try to put those up for people to redeem spots for. So if you've been here for a while and you want to get on stream and show off what you've got, then that is going to be an opportunity to make sure you get on stream instead of the lottery that it is now. Because right now it's just random who gets on stream for the most part.
No, I love that idea, Dream, because again, if you are somebody who's not used to playing on stream and you get those stream nerves when you're doing it for the first time, it's like, again, it helps you to kind of be able to work through that the more often that you get on stream. So definitely take advantage of that. That's a really good idea.
And if you're worried about being nervous, when you can control when you're going to be on stream, then you can kind of address those nerves a little differently. Like, all right, this is the day I signed up to be on stream. I'm going to get it out of the way. And then you can kind of, prepare for that, as opposed to like, oh, all of a sudden I'm on stream. Uh-oh, better prepare for these people to watch.
Yep.
Speaking of watching, though, Frieza's health is slowly dwindling away.
And this is playing out exactly how the first round played out, right? Which is, again, just coming into the neutral, feeling it out with the down 3, and then slowly chipping his life away.
Now, Kano does have that fatal blow. Not going to get a chance here, though. Frosty able to quickly clean that one up with the amplified force ball. But Frieza definitely not fully out of it. If he can find a quick opening, he's playing with the command grab and some of the other dirty moves on here, so he can definitely do something here to turn this one around. He just needs a chance.
I love that move that Frosty just did right there. I don't know if you caught that. He used the down 1 in order to stop the roll. But the roll
Kano's
is
combat roll.
Right away.
I wish that there were more moves like Kano's combat roll, just in the concept of it's the only move, as far as I know, that in the recovery doesn't force you back into standing. That you can recover in crouch. Everybody else's moves, you at minimum have to stand up for a frame. But that's the one move where you can just stay in crouch afterward. I don't know why it's the only one like that.
Right. So
Ooh, got the anti-air.
Oh, that didn't work out well, because I was going to say, he started to have a little bit of momentum. He got the poke into the command grab. That's the thing that we're not really seeing a lot in this matchup right now. It's like Frosty's not giving him the opportunity to get in close, because Kano, again, his knives are fast and they're okay, but to me, where Kano is really dirty is he's got to be up close, he's got to be mixing you up, he's got to be doing that command grab. If not, he's not really going to generate any of the momentum, and this is exactly what you're seeing. I think Frosty's playing this perfectly with the spacing.
Yeah, I think momentum definitely is a key part of the Kano game plan, at least in matchups where his knives aren't going to be able to control it as well. Like, Johnny's a character whose force balls come out quick enough that he's going to be able to hang out and contest in that situation.
Right.
And because of that, he can't rely on sitting back. There are a handful of characters that I think Kano does do a good job of, like, bullying with his knives, but I don't necessarily think Johnny is one of them, and particularly if Johnny has the life lead. Frieza is at minimum going to first need to establish a healthy life lead if he is going to want to kind of sit back and play a more slow approach.
Exactly. And again, Johnny players, they're really good at low profiling a lot of what you're trying to do. And I think that's also giving Frieza a lot of difficulty. He's not able to actually even approach with any level of confidence. But again, the set's not over yet, so he could adjust, yes, and he can switch as well.
Yeah, are we going to be
Oh,
seeing the
the Baraka
Tarkatan
pick,
taken
okay,
to the stage
okay.
here? Very interesting selection. Now we are going to see Baraka. Look, here's the thing, though, about Baraka. Baraka is not the garbage jobber that he was like in MK9.
No,
Like,
not-
this character
yeah.
is legit. We still haven't seen Baraka take any huge victories home, but definitely a character that has the potential to do some big damage in the right situations here. So the build from Frieza is going to be Command Grab Spine Burst. This is going to basically be... I don't remember the name of it anymore. I had Bone Picker. There we go. It's going to be Bone Picker coming out of the gate here from him, and he took the time to change the name on it. So he just likes the Bone Picker build.
Frustration. I like it. Maybe this is his pick when the Kano matchup's not working out in his favor. He switches to the Baraka pick. Maybe that's why he's calls it frustration, but okay, he gets the leap.
There you go. I mean, that's sort of a three-way mix he's got there. That long-range sweep, the long-range overhead, and of course, access to that lunging blood lunge there, command grab. Now, it is a high, and it can be ducked just like that. Frosty Llama expertly able to get that punish, and that's going to have Frieza now second-guessing his offense, right? He needs to be careful because even now your offense is in question.
I'm hoping to see some adjustments here because one thing I noticed when players do this, I don't know if you noticed, when he picked Kano, command grab character. He picked Baraka, command grab character. But is his fight style going to be exactly the same? Because if it's exactly the same, it didn't quite work out. But he is making those adjustments. I like this where he's getting in those overheads. He's got to be careful, obviously, with the command leap because I think Frosty's kind of ready to just duck those highs.
Happy to hear it, Jimmy Potato. Glad you're having fun out there.
Right.
This is a good place to get that work in, of course. This, and you know, I saw you were doing Smart World TV as well. That's a great place as well. Oh, the point blank.
Damage
Oh,
into the
look
corner.
at this.
Oh, yep. And he's not going to be able to break out of any combo, so any hit is probably going to kill here.
Point blank. The trade, at least trying to stay alive. This is Baraka. Damage output can be high. Gets the jump in, but the flawless block from Frosty just stops it short. No timing on that one, but I mean, this is looking bleak for Frieza.
Oh, point blank. I love the balls on this man. Pause. But seriously, the way that he was able to just point blank range fireball close that out. But I think it's because he's probably not too afraid of Baraka in this variation, simply because he doesn't have gutted.
And it's like, with how quick the force ball is, he can afford the trade in that situation. He's going to win. All he needs to do is get it on the screen, and Frieza has to be respecting it. If he's trying to challenge at all, he might lose.
Forward 4. I like it. What's up, Baker? How you doing? All right. Gets a low poke. Keeps the pressure going. Of course, rising up star gets hit with the second part of it.
There's the opening. There is a breakaway available. The armor break's going to come through, though.
That's why that is super clutch. And actually does a decent amount of damage as well, too. Even though you can't continue the combo afterwards.
Yeah, because I think it just gives him like that raw damage from it, so it's not bad. Here we go. Crushing blow straight into the command grab here. Going to push him past the 50% mark. One more big hit into a fatal blow could turn it around.
Okay. Fireball just trying to, again, keep his distance, using the time to his advantage. He's got 30 seconds. Okay, he takes the risk to go in. That could have been bad if he had got micro duck.
Big whiff!
That's it.
Oh, I don't think this is going to be enough to kill here, but this is still going to be a grip of damage. I love the patience here, though, from him, right? Just kind of waiting it out. He forced Frosty to make a big whiff on that. That is going to be, I think, the life lead just barely now for Frosty.
Okay, now this is one touch for either one of them.
Yeah, both fireballs will kill, and there it is.
He stood up. Okay.
So close.
Frosty was able to close that out. The only thing I would have liked to see that play out a little bit differently is, you know me, Dream. I'm a very patient player. When you have that big of a life lead and there's only like 25 seconds left, it's such a unnecessary risk sometimes to go in when you already have a 30 to 40% life lead anyway. And that, again, Frosty was able to close that out, but he definitely put his life on the line by going in. It was very close.
Yeah, absolutely. There is not a big need to pressure when, like you're saying, the time, like you still have that time left. So utilize it. The game is not going to force you. And I think in the Johnny matchup in particular, he doesn't have a mid force ball. He doesn't have a way to chip you out. So you can kind of slowly take your time. Granted, you eventually do have to move at some point, but you can be more deliberate in when that movement's going to happen. But we are going to be moving back over to a bracket, speaking of movements here. So we'll be moving... I've already forgotten. Frosty Llama forward. Frosty Llama is going to move forward. And then our next match of the evening is going to be Slink So Wavy versus Hyena is God. So we're going to go ahead and get Hyena and Slink here in just a moment. We're also going to be cashing out the predictions there for you guys. Get a new prediction up, and we will be right back with the Slink versus Hyena match here in just a moment. Oh man, I can't find them on the bracket to put the scores in. Uh-oh. Dun dun dun. I'm in the wrong pool. Okay, hold on. That's step one. Get the right pool.
Get the right pool, put the right score.
Yes, put the right score is the second step. Almost fucked it up and did it wrong. All right, 3-0 over to Frosty. All right, so Frosty moves on. And those of you guys that can see the bracket here, if you have a bell next to your name, that means you still need to check in. The check-in, now there is still about 10 minutes left on that DQ timer, so plenty of time left for people to check in. But make sure you guys are checking in so that you don't get hit with the DQ. If you're having trouble checking in, make sure to ask for help in the chat. Zombie is here. He'll be able to help you out with that. And those of you guys that are checking in and taking care of matches, appreciate it. You guys are doing us a big favor here by making sure that we get through this smoothly. Blue wants to know why round one timers are so long. They are so long because it gives people a little extra time to get settled in for the first match, but after that they get cut in half. So it's just for like when the tournament starts, sometimes it's too strict of a time to be like, hey, you got 10 minutes. So give them a little extra buffer on the first one, but after that it's back to 15.
I don't know. Hopefully, is Arona watching an ad right now, or is he subscribed? Because if he can hear me, now I see why he wanted to DQ.
Too many killers.
He might have been a little, yeah, he might have been a little nervous on who might have been his competition. I'm looking at the bracket here. I understand.
Right?
Oh,
quack, quack, Arona, quack, quack.
Mm-hmm.
Hyena, what is your gamer tag, if you could be so kind? I don't know it. I'm going to guess it's Hyena is God. I'm going to put spaces in there as well, but that could be my downfall, right? The spaces, sometimes they get you. This isn't PlayStation, though. Take advantage of your options. Oh, wait, hold on. This looks right. Oh, he's got spaces in the chat. We're good. Nostradamus here. They're predictions. I got it.
I like it.
And Slink is not here yet, but the invite has been sent out to Slink as well, so we'll be getting started in just a moment.
So do we know where Slink is in the grand scheme of things when it comes to the rankings, or is this like his first week?
This is his first week. Slink has not participated with us yet, so this is going to be his first foray into the brackets here.
Yeah, whenever I see Slink play, I always say I see the betting is going up. I'm like, I never bet against Slink. Again, I'm not going to underestimate his opponent because I'm not overly familiar with Hyena. I did watch, I think last week he might have been on stream, but yeah, I never bet against Slink because for some reason he always finds a way to either hit you with that Scream KB out of nowhere and pull it back, and it's always quite exciting. So
oh yeah, dude, that Scream KB is so obnoxious. And like it's such a powerful tool. In some cases, like I feel a bit of warmth wash over me when I get hit with it in round one, just knowing that I don't have to worry about it later. Like if they keep it for round 3, it's just permanent fear, dude. It's just fear. That's all I have.
I try to tell people all the time, man. I'm like, there's certain things in the game where like you would much prefer to just get hit with it. Yes, you may lose that first round, but you don't want them carrying these certain things into the third round. It's kind of like when you fight Liu Kang, same thing, where it's just like if you go into the third round and he has all his KBs loaded, you already know every single time he touches you, he's going to make you explode. Sindel, Scream KB, same exact thing. You know, if you go into round 3 with that Scream KB loaded, that's going to be probably like a Scream KB into GG's after they hit you with the fatal blow. So I'm like, yeah, round 1, hit me with that. I'm happy about it.
Absolutely, yeah. I want to get those tools off the table as quick as possible. Here, though, this one, maybe I think the big one is going to be the anti-air one just because of how much Katana likes to get up there, but Slink actually not bringing out Sindel just yet, so the Scream KB we're not going to be having here quite yet, but we'll see if it does end up making an appearance. We know that if it does go south, Slink is likely to switch over to the Scream Queen, that's for sure.
Yep, more than likely. He also does have a Jade as well, but again, I'm not sure if he would go Jade in this particular matchup. I think Sindel would probably do just fine. Actually, I have heard that Sindel has a little bit of trouble with Devora, so maybe that's why he's not going with Sindel.
Yeah, I think that not seeing Sindel out of the gate, not unheard of from Slink, but, you know, I think Slink definitely has been kind of leading the charge with his Sindel as of late. Ooh, Spider Drop going to get blocked and punished. Just going to go for the KB, seeing the breakaway available. Not going to try to go for any kind of launcher there. And
oh, no, he just lost. Yep, that's GG's.
Fatal Blow. Go for it, right? Fatal Blow going to get the armor break as well. Slink thought he could get out of there. Not today, which means still going to lose the armor, and he's now going to be missing that access to breakaway here. So defensive meter is gone as we move into round 2.
Okay, Hyena. I'm impressed already. That was really good read. Okay. Oh, the connection a little bit. Okay, puts him into the corner.
Oh, weird tentacles.
Okay, no KB loaded though. He gets pressure string. Slink tries to jump on block. Gets the tentacles safe.
Yeah, gotta keep it safe, dude. That Capito rush is so obnoxious. The flow chart is like every time when you get hit, you have to hold it again. You have to respect it. Very, very deadly little tool she's got there. So far, though, Slink's been doing a good job. Hasn't been getting caught and put into those situations where he can get looped around at him. Yo, what's going on? Bring back Cleve.
So Slink was still able to pick up the punish, but he actually missed the punish on that geyser. This is like he could have easily punished that from where he was, but he was able to jump over and get the punish anyway. Get the side switch. I like that.
Ooh, Point Blank amplifies it to keep it safe. Slink a little bit too hasty with the button presses. No meter for an amp on that one. Oh no, Fatal Blow is gonna come out.
I'm like, never grab. Don't do it. When that KB is loaded and somebody's waking up, the grab is one of the riskiest plays in this game. But now they're both off of their Fatal Blow though, so that this is just straight up Mortal Kombat again. No win button here.
Oh wow, dude.
He's got hit with that every single time. Is that just him not blocking or him trying to throw a fan maybe?
I am honestly not sure. Here's a KB coming out here in round 3. Gonna put the bleed up there. 15% on the throw afterward as well. Ooh, AJ's calling him out in the chat too. Arona is ducking. Was it AJ that he was ducking? Of course.
No, he was ducking. Well, AJ probably. He was also ducking. I see King Gambler. I don't know if he was going to show up anyway. Strikers on that side of the bracket. There was a whole lot of people. I think Arona was not too thrilled with having to potentially play.
Ooh, and there it is. Slink gonna close it out in the corner. Nicely done. Able to finally find the openings there on Hyena, and that is game 1 over to the Adenian Princess here. Our current Khan, I don't know what timeline we're in anymore, actually. Who knows who the Khan is anymore? I know it's not Kodal.
Like, indeed. And you know what? I'm going to be a hater for just a second. I'm so glad they reduced Kodal's health, because this should have gone to Shao, and I appreciate you, NRS. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Yeah, I did not agree with Kodal keeping the health for as long as he did, and I even would argue that he could probably go to 1,000 and just get normalized as everybody else, but it seemed so much more appropriate for Shao to have it, so.
I agree. Please buff this man. Buff him to the moon. Take away that gap, NRS. Just do it. Let him loose.
Oh my god, are you talking about the F3 gap? You just want him to just go in? Go full Unga Bunga.
Oh man. I might come out of retirement if they do that. You never know.
All right. I'm incentivized. I'll sign the petition. Give me the change.org link.
Appreciate it, Trey. Hey, that was actually a really good turnaround by Slink, because that could have gone either way.
Yeah, Slink perhaps adjusting the connection as well. I mean, we all know we're playing online here, though, so no surprises here.
Yeah, this is what we sign up for. It is what it is.
Nice throw here from Hyena, gonna reset it back to neutral. Get some distance though. I think that Katana's a character that probably feels a little bit more comfortable at distance. She can quickly close the gap with that square wave, as well as, you know, she's got fans that have great coverage from the air. She's got the low fan, I think, in Slink's arsenal here as well. So, yep, there's the low fan popping out.
Her pokes are so good as well. Very difficult to anti-air. But Devora does have some of the better anti-airs. Yeah.
Look at that pressure here. So Slink just shutting Hyena down once he locked him into the corner.
All right, he's whiffing. No whiff punish, though. Okay, does get the fan. Just the overhead. Okay, he caught him blocking low. Okay, low poke. Okay, he's letting Slink take back his turn, because those are not plus. I think he's just... Hyena's probably trying to look for a lot of different things, so he's getting caught blocking.
Did he just get hit out of Spider Drop? I don't even know what just happened. That
I don't know what
weird.
just happened. Yep.
Oh, gets clipped by the low fan. Only a little bit more. Good blocks there. Hyena getting a little bit too aggressive there with the spider drop.
I like it, Slink. I like it. This is what we came for.
Nicely done with the brutal here. A quick cleanup there, and that is going to now put Slink in a 2-0 lead. Hyena needs an answer, and he needs it now.
Indeed. I like the adjustment from Slink. I think the major adjustment that he made is he's not getting hit by the, I guess, the Spider's Kiss, Widow's Kiss, or whatever the stupid move is called. He's just blocking it, and I think it's like Hyena needs to just slow down on those a little bit because he's giving up damage, using that a little bit too much. He's also giving up damage because he's holding block. I think, again, Slink is doing a really good job pressuring him, so it's just like he's not really sure when to take his turn back, which I think Katana is actually, her pressure is very underrated, and if you're not ready for it, you end up seeing what you're seeing right now. And oh man, he said, you know what? I'm done. Yep, you made me do this. I love the variation name. Well played, sir. Well played.
Clean time indeed. Look, here's the thing. I think you're absolutely right, though, about the switch up in approach, right? Hyena got away with a lot of those stray spider drops. And that was the big shift from Slink, was to just, okay, you're going to randomly do it. I'm just going to be a little bit more defensive, looking out for it a little bit more. And that totally turned it around, and he was able to really control that second game. And here in game 3, we've got the Shokan coming out now. So no more spider drop this time. If you're sitting there blocking, you're going to get stomped. And here it is, stomp number 1.
He said, nope, I have to think a little bit too much with Devore, and not doing that. I'm going to pressure you just like you're pressuring me. All right, but he's got a block on wake up though. I think he's got to be not too afraid to hold block on wake up, but it's okay. Gets the poke into the pressure.
Now, how does that crushing blow work? Is that one of those? It goes off on the 3rd one. I don't know how that one works, but I've been hit by it and it was obnoxious.
It's like I'm not sure if it's you got to hit us on a specific, like whether it's a 3rd hit or if it's a late block. I'm not sure.
I think I got comboed into, so I don't think it's late block, but I really don't know. Okay, Venverse is saying it's amp it 3 times, so it is one that they can build. Okay, cool. Oh, speaking of building, is he going to build a backup comeback here? One more hit needed. Not going to be enough with the throw. Oh, actually was. Wow. Counting is hard, dude. Numbers are so small from my screen.
I thought he was alive too, so don't feel bad. All right. Link was able to pull that back, and he hit it. Hyena had a decent life lead there too. The question is what's going to be his adaptation? Is he going to just rely on the stomp? Okay, Slink seems like he's still in control.
Oh, no wow, nice call out.
Too.
All right, just keeping him on the defensive here. Slink finds the opening with the low, looking out for the overhead at the tail end of that string. Good poke back here. Shokan goes in with the spinning shield, amplifies it. I think that's got to keep it safe, amping it at the end there.
Yep, and that was very unfortunate too. I thought that neutral jump was gonna actually work in his favor, but it didn't. It doesn't get the punish either.
What? Whoa. Secret KB? I don't know how it works.
Yeah. Okay, gets the stomp.
Oh my God, he had it!
Okay, again, I'm doing it again.
Oh!
Absolutely. I was gonna say, I am stomping until you gonna have to kill me. I'm with you, Hyena. I felt that in my soul. I felt that one in my soul. I'd have done the same thing.
Oh, this character is so dumb.
What are you talking about? This is big brain, Dream. This is big brain.
This is true. I'm a mere mortal. I couldn't comprehend it. It's beyond my ken.
Okay. Still gets the launcher, meterless. He's gonna put him to the corner. Yes, KDB. You gotta be careful. You don't
look at that. 489. That is huge. Hyena unfazed. Stomp connects again.
Keep stomping. Keep doing it. If it's working, that's fighting rule number 101. If it's working, keep doing it until your opponent figures out how to stop it. And none of us have, so keep doing it.
Yeah, literally none of us. Oh my God, he landed behind her. This is so dumb.
Slink went for the big brain read there too. He tried to armor it with the fatal blow. That's what he was trying to do, but Hyena was able to still recover in time.
This is so dumb.
All right, Hyena, we see your adaptation. We appreciate it. I know Slink is hot right now. This man is completely upset.
All right, so here's the question. Are we going to see Sindel, or is he going to stomp back? Are we getting into a Cold War situation where you just have to bust out your own nuke to deal with it? Because we saw in a recent match, Izzy and Hijinks both picked Shiva, and here's the thing. Whoever stomps first loses.
Loses, yeah, they get hit, yep. I don't know. I don't think I've seen Slink pick. Yeah, I was gonna say I could see him Jade. Yeah, I could see that where he's gonna get the glow. But the thing is, Hyena's not really using any of Shiva's zoning.
Those feet are not projectiles. Not at all.
Yeah. You made him do this exactly. That's exactly right. You made him do this. You cooked him 2-0, and he's like, nah, I'm not going out like that. Forget that. This MK11. I'm turning my brain off. That's what I'm doing.
Speaking of, shout outs to Venverse here. Happy to see him back in the brackets. Also coming through with the Twitch Prime sub earlier as well. Thank you very much. Really appreciate the support. And I am glad to see the chief of the Matoka. Look, King Gambler is abandoning his post. He's become a Liu Kang main, even though he just got second place in Pyramid Power. Different conversation. So the mantle is about to be yours, I could easily say.
Okay, this man is stomping Slink's hopes and dreams away right now. Okay, gets the glow kick. Yeah, what Slink's got to do, he's got to just stay on him. Don't let him get any space in order to get that stomp off. That's really it. Just keep the pressure going as long as he can. Yep, and then do the run. Yep, exactly.
Okay, there you go. And now he's got the life lead, so he will win this game.
Okay, that's it. I think he could actually, if Slink has the meter, he can, I believe he can do the kick after he does the run, and it'll punish.
Okay.
Okay, so this is a smart play by Slink.
Yeah, I love Slink's adaptation here. Character select string. He found a character with a tool that just totally shuts down the stomp, and now looking to shut down Hyena, because Hyena has gone to what seems to be a not refined Shiva pick. Nothing against him, but it doesn't seem like he's had a lot of time with Shiva in the lab. He knows what does work is stomp, and Slink has just dealt with that directly, and now Hyena looking a little lost.
He's looking a little lost. It's just like he's not quite sure. And like I said, this is the key. If he can stop the stomp, and you are not a real Shiva player, it's gonna get real tough for you really quick against a player the caliber that
Slink is working on a flawless victory here. Is he gonna be able to get away with it? Oh no, did he really? I cursed him and everything! No way! I am losing my touch. This is the second time, dude. This is the second time. I'm not even going to bring it up anymore. I'm giving up. You guys win. You guys win. Whatever.
The answer for the curse stream. That's what it seems like. Slink had the answer.
You guys are jerks. It's the one thing I get to do.
Great adaptation from Slink there. It's just like he had the other pick. This is why it's also very important in this game to have multiple characters that you can rely on, where they can deal with different tools. And Slink was able to adapt there. So GG's to him.
Absolutely.
As well as to Hyena as well.
Very nicely done. So let's go ahead and hop back over to us and get ready for our next set here. We've got some predictions to cash out. Oh no, it's going to play the Smash GG video. Hold on. We know how it works. Thank you, Aquaman. But we're going to go ahead and get the predictions cashed out, and we'll get some invites out for our next match, which, speaking of, let's figure out who that's going to be. I think I have it queued up. It looks like we've got Tizu and Venverse as an option here, and that's going to be from Pool 1. And then in Pool 2... we've got, well, actually, Striker. Wow, all right. Well, I guess Striker's going to get a free-ass ride because Gambler's not here.
Stop ducking.
And Arona is not here, and Pulse is not here. So I wanted to see Striker on stream, but everybody ran away when they saw that Striker was going to be here. So you guys are cowards.
I like these
you guys are absolute cowards. If that's the case, though, what we can do instead, let's hope it hasn't started yet. Let's do Blaze versus YB Designs on stream. We'll do that one instead, since we're not going to get the Striker match. Yes, the Frost player, indeed. That is who I think it's going to be. So YB Designs, we'll get that one going as well. But first thing we're going to do is the Tizu and Venverse match. So we'll get some invites out, like I said. We'll get some predictions up, and we will see you guys shortly with Tizu versus Venverse.
Alright, I'm excited to see this. I haven't seen Venverse play in a while, so I'm excited to see that he's back competing, because he's always a sweat, an absolute sweat.
Yeah, Venverse is like so fun to watch too, because he plays the characters that you don't see a lot of. That to me is the fun part, because with Venverse it's always something that is not really typically seen, so you get to see something that is kind of out of the blue, a little bit different, and in some ways you definitely you learn some stuff, right? Like for a lot of players, I think when Venverse first came on the scene, they were like, oh shit, Nightwolf is actually good. Like Nightwolf does stuff. I had no idea. Also, forgot how to spell Venverse for a moment there. We're recovering though.
See, again, now that I always have to go back to the homies that I play with on the Xbox side. Again, I'm gonna call you out if you're in the chat or if you're watching. I am the Knight. Again, another player who plays multiple characters, Nightwolf being one of them. Again, would love to see these guys competing. It's just like I play against them all the time. I know that the skill set is there. I know that people have their regular lives and stuff, so they don't always have time to play. But again, there's a lot of really good competition that we don't get to see too often that I definitely would have liked to see tonight, especially being on the mic, because I will clown my boys while they're fighting, and they know this.
Absolutely, as you should, rightfully so. And Darkly, you got it absolutely right. I did have to trim the beard, had to take it away. Although, I gotta be honest, it will be back by top 8. It'll be back to just an obnoxious, like, here it is again. I can't keep it away, can't keep it away. I appreciate the sub, though. Thank you so much. 7 months strong. Much appreciated. All right, so we have Venverse here. So we're just waiting on Tizu then. And looking at our bracket here, if it will move. Okay, hold up. Nope. Made a mistake. So we've got some matches that are currently in progress here, looks like. Dice Chuck's waiting on his opponent.
AJ, what's up, Viz? Of course, AJ says something, Viz pops up. I love when that shit. Hilarious.
Ooh, Flex Luthor versus Mortal Kombat OG about to be underway.
Oh, Flex Luthor. It's just like, again,
AJ
another one.
versus Sabazka. That's gonna be tight.
He said, yeah, Striker saying Rage versus Dark Elite on stream since Pulse is MIA.
Man, we could. There's so many good players, though. There's so many. It's so hard to pick. It's so hard to pick.
I need to see some Striker tonight if possible. Oh, yeah, okay. He's already on a stream match anyway because Arona ducked him.
Yeah. We had plans to get a Striker match no matter what, if we could. Alright, let's try to invite Tizu again.
Okay, so I think I've seen Tizu play once. Can you tell me a little bit about him? How's he been
He's
doing?
a Kung Lao player. He's got some points. I think he's gotten like a 17th place or something like that. So he's got some points that he's earned so far, but still working on getting really up there in the leaderboard. But definitely a really strong Kung Lao player. When I first met him, I actually met him in Combat League, and he couldn't participate because he was on Wi-Fi, but he since has gotten on to a wire to be able to participate in this, and has had some decent showings when he showed up. Although I don't know if he's here or not today. I guess I haven't talked to him, and he had a break. Oh, it looks like somebody's saying he's not playing today. All right, so well then, Dark Elite versus Rage. Do we want to do that instead? Have they started? Dark Elite and Rage, have you guys started? If not, we'll do that one instead, I guess.
What's up, Plate? How you doing?
And we can also do the Blaze match. The other Blaze match too, either way. But okay, so let me go ahead and put that through.
While you pull that up, I'm gonna you guys are gonna find out. I love to call people out, so I'm gonna take a moment to call out Blaze. I came across this man. I don't play in KL on Xbox very much these days. I think it was yesterday or the day before. This man was playing like as if it was a tournament. If we were in grand finals in KL. And took it 2-0 over me. I didn't like that at all, Blaze. I didn't like that at all. He was flawless blocking everything. He was playing super smooth. He was blocking. I didn't like that.
Blaze is a perma sweat. Blaze is a perma sweat. Even when he's playing his off characters, right? I'll run into him and he won't play Aaron, but he'll still flawless block everything with like his Raiden or whatever. And it's just like, do I have to sit up for this and everything? Blaze is always on the prowl. But it's been paying off. He has been getting deeper and deeper into the brackets every single time.
I said on Xbox night. I didn't say I don't play KL Max. I said on Xbox. I don't play as much. This man calling me out. Yet you and Arona, you both are in the chat right now, which means if you can type, you can play. That's all I'm gonna say. You ducked. You both ducked. Nah, you're not sorry, Soul. You're not. No, don't say sorry, Soul. You're not sorry, Blaze. I know you're not. You felt good about that win. I know you did. I know you hate when I hit you with those down twos. And when I block too long and then catch you with a random throw. I know you hate it.
Alright, I sent an invite to Dark Elite. I got a feeling that they're playing right now as well, so we won't be able to run that. But we can still, nonetheless, run the Blaze versus YB Designs match. So, as soon as Venverse backs out of the lobby. Okay, yeah, Dark Elite said they're playing already. No worries, Dark Elite, no worries.
What's
right,
up, Black?
You gotta back out. Yes, Black Lives Matter.
Great event, by the way. Great event.
Was just about to say, you took the words right out of my mouth, dude. That was such a cool event, and not only was it a really interesting and exciting kind of like new event, but the particular storyline of King Gambler having recently not been playing Nightwolf as much, wins the Nightwolf poll, has to represent Nightwolf, loses round 1, and runs it all the way back to 2nd place. What a crazy storyline for Pyramid of Power. That was awesome.
I thought it was amazing. By the way, I never knew that Nightwolf could use that the wolf, I guess, to get around the Shiva Stomp. I thought that was an amazing display.
Oh,
but yeah.
Can you armor through it? That sounds like you can use the armor, right? Yeah, that sounds
I'm
sick.
like, I didn't know you could do that. I'm like, that's somebody. I'm like, when I see somebody do that, they go into the lab and they figure something out like that, and then they just execute it to perfection. Again, I tip my hat, sir. That's all I can say. But good stuff, Black. That was a really, really cool event, brother. Stay on your grind.
All right, so invite is out to Blaze. YB Design. How do you spell your gamer tag again? What is the order of the letters?
Cleve, I'm retired. I don't play matches on stream anymore.
I think
Unless I feel like I can win them. If I feel like I can win them, then I'll play them. If it's questionable, I'll duck just like Arona and I Am the Knight.
Okay, I think I got it then. Invite is away. All right, so Blaze is here.
Blaze.
Just waiting on Designs to join us then.
I don't know why, but the name Jimmy Potato makes me laugh.
I think it's a good one. It's a fun one. It's a fun one.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, and Designs is here as well, so let's hop into our set. Blaze versus YB Designs. This is going to be winners round 1 here, or round 2, I should say. So these players have survived that first round or had a bye in the first round and are moving now through round number 2.
Is this YB Design's first time, or not first time, but first season playing in?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure this is the first time that he's made an appearance in the Nightmare series. He signed up before, but I don't think he's actually been able to play in the previous events as well. He's unfortunately had prior engagements that kept him from fully entering, but this time around he is going to be making a full-fledged appearance. He's already won a game, I believe, as well. So he is coming off a victory, but he is now also running into a tough opponent in the form of Blaze. Blaze is no stranger to top 8 even, and he's going to be looking to make another top 8 appointment this season.
I like this, and I'm gonna assume that Scudshot takes care of most of Frost's projectiles. I could be wrong here, but
probably, yeah, that sounds right.
So it's gonna be interesting to see how he gets around. I don't know. I didn't see if he has the dive bomb equipped. Because maybe that's a way to get around it, but we'll see.
I would think that, well, I don't know actually, no, but maybe the cryo, the crown or whatever, where she puts her head on the floor, that might not be Scud-shotable either, but I don't actually know. Oh, it looks like
there's a lot of
got a DQ win. Okay, and there's the head coming out, so he is going for the cryogenic crown, so that's going to give access to some really, really weird setups, and there they are. There's the throw. Exactly. I'm just going to go right back into it. What do you do? And this hits for 4%. We're going to be watching this all day.
Yeah. What are you supposed to do here? Somebody tell me, what are you supposed to do here?
I have no idea. Every time that I get in this, I just give up. I'm like, ah, fuck, here it goes again.
I'm with you, dude. It's just like, I don't know what to do.
Well, Blaze is doing a good job of keeping him away from him, but, I mean, Designs has the life lead. Here's the opening breakaway available, and he's not even going for full combos here. Just going for breakaway bait plus setups into those deadly cryogenic crown setups.
This is Aaron. This is Aaron Dream. All he needs is one touch.
Oh, tries to make his way out. Good blocks on that. Overheads. Got to be committed to that string, though. Poked out of the prone shot, and the straight overhead. What is this? What are these abilities?
I don't know.
He's just playing default Frostbite. I guess I should have known by reading it at the top, but that is not a move that you see often.
And Knight says, just don't get hit. Yeah, I mean, that's what seems to be the play here, because he looped him, I think, a good 5 times straight before he was able to get out.
All right, Scud shot hits him out of the way. Putting the head out there, that's going to force a little respect, so no time to put out a Scud shot while the head is out there, actually.
He was still standing in the ass that entire time, so he was taking damage. I think he should have backed up a little bit. Gets the stomp.
Only need one shot.
Ooh, actually get to hit out of that. And there's the blade spin. You got to be careful. Not quite your turn.
Ooh, okay, blocked by Blaze. Gets the back two slide, the real demon stuff. Your
Oh
head
no.
again.
Fatal blow away now. He's just gonna go for it. The head keeps him safe though from a retaliation fatal blow, maybe even.
Okay, Blaze takes the life lead though. No meter to do it again.
And now the fatal blow is in play again. Blaze has to be careful. Any stray touch could be a confirm into stealing the game from him here. Blade spin, nothing happening. And there it is, scud shot.
All right. That was good. Close out the round. Again, I think Blaze, he's playing it very patiently, which is very good. But I don't know if he wants to have his back to the corner, especially with that cryo head. It's going to be really tough if YB is able to get that going. Oh, that's a whip punish and a half. Yep.
Oh,
KB.
that's going to be big too. Round 3, spending it. Oh, wow. Gets a little redemption combo there. And yeah, now he's got way less room to navigate around that cryo crown here. He does find his way out of the corner. The side switch on the slide as well is going to mean lots of room to start to run away. But we're back into the loops.
Okay, he doesn't break because he does have the armor break as well. Oh no!
What the fuck was that?
It.
Was that on purpose? That looked like he whiffed that shit on
GG.
purpose. Dude, Designs is doing the wildest shit with Frost. I'm the Knight asking for buffs in the chat. Sounds like you just gotta be against who doesn't know what's happening, right? Like, what is this? This character seems fine.
Tell me what just happened there, Dream, because I blinked and we're at the game over screen. I don't know what's going on here.
That was some pretty wild stuff there. The Frost play was just, I mean, he was just putting out all sorts of bamboozlement, right? Head on the floor, whiffing strings and just letting it rip. That whipped string at the end, it looked like it was on purpose. It looked like it was intentional, and Blaze got caught off guard by it as well. Also want to give a thanks to Big Julio for the follow. That puts us to fucking 2,500 followers, by the way. I think we might have gotten 2,500 followers. 2,500 might have happened before the stream went live, but it's like 2,501 or 2 or 3 or whatever. So, man, thank you guys so much. It means the world to me that you guys enjoy the show that we put on over here. So I really appreciate you guys coming through and pushing the buttons and having some fun with us here today. And dude, look at this. Look at what has happened here. We've got some crazy Frost play happening before our very eyes. Unexpected, but definitely welcome.
Indeed. Again, I can't even say like what adjustment Blaze needs to do other than, yeah, just don't get frozen. Don't get frozen while you're grounded. If not, you're going to get right back into the drop the cryo head. You have to guess whether it's going to be the throw or you're going to be able to block it. And that's just like, again, I don't have an answer, but I will say, YB Designs looking kind of solid.
Right. Oh, wait, hold on.
Did he switch variations?
Yeah, I think he switched variations, which is not allowed.
Okay, because he didn't have the augers before.
Yeah, he didn't have the augers before, so he loses this game automatically because they're fighting it out. And we're going to have to let him know. I don't know if he can hear us right now, but this is his first time playing in a tournament, so it's not, you know, it happens. Sometimes we make mistakes. But this game, I mean, it doesn't matter what happens. Blaze automatically gets the win on this one because you are not allowed. Let this be a lesson. You are not allowed to switch if you win. You have to basically ask your opponent the same question, which is, can you beat this specific Frost? Not, can you then beat a different one? So, not allowed to switch.
Exactly, and I actually, like, a lot of people, they always like question that rule, but if you really think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense because given the fact that if you win the first game, you already get that last counter pick for the most part anyway, as long as you win another game anyway. So it's like you shouldn't have the advantage to be able to counter pick every single time after you've won. So the rule makes perfect sense. And again, it's not unique necessarily to this particular tournament. It is general tournament rules that you win, you gotta stick it out.
Yeah, the only thing that I can think of that somewhat defies it is MOBAs. It feels like they get a hold, but the other thing too is their selection process for characters is so much more in depth with like both teams banning, and they have to pre-plan it out or whatever. It's much different from a pick your character blah blah blah. I hope that one of them can hear us here, though, so that one of them knows what's going on. I don't know if Blaze listens to the stream while it's happening.
So. Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like this is actually them playing it out for real.
Yeah, Blaze is about to win it here, though, so it's about to not matter, right? Hopefully. Oh, yeah, he got it, right? Fatal blow? That's the kill? Okay, well, it didn't even matter, but hopefully YB Designs can hear us for future reference. You are not allowed to switch your variation on a win. You do have to pick the same exact thing.
That would be some shit if he's not listening, if YB is not listening to the stream and he does it again for like game 5 or something. Like, you'd hate to see it. You'd hate to see it, but rules are rules, guys.
Looks like he's got it though. He's in the chat. He understands. Yeah. It's no problem though.
Yeah,
you know, first time. It's a common mistake. Definitely not the first time that it's happened. So don't worry. And in fact, it's even happened in the Pro Tour. I did a match analysis of a Pro Tour match where actually PND Omega, like a really good Kodo player,
I
just
know that.
accidentally picked the wrong variation in grand finals, like the final match of the whole thing, where it really mattered. Accidentally picked the wrong variation and gave up a game like that. So it happens. Don't worry about it. You can switch now though. You're more than welcome. If that's what you want to play, you can switch now because you lost. That's the thing. That's the thing. What happens usually when people make this mistake is they panic back to the variation they played the first time. It's like, you don't have to anymore. Like, now you're free, actually. But they run back to the other one. See,
I wonder why he in the first place anyway, because the first one worked out. I felt like it actually worked out very well.
Same, right? I did not see significant reasons to. And he might have accidentally picked it. It looks like, you know, his variations, the gear is the same, so he might have just gone too far and actually got the wrong one or whatever.
Yep. That happens to me in Combat League sometimes, where it's just like you click a little bit too fast or it lags out for whatever reason and you pick the wrong variation, so it does happen. And I don't know, did Blaze have the command grab in the first game? Because he has it this time. I don't remember if he had it the first time or not, but that's going to add a interesting dimension.
I believe that he had it, but I didn't see him using it really yet.
Okay.
But I think that is part of the Aaron Yeager build that he's been running lately. Oh, no punish on the slide there.
And Blaze has gotten hit by that overhead, I think 100% accuracy at this current time. Oh, that chunked out. That was nice. YB right back into control. Okay, he's got his back to the corner. Yep, you're gonna have to block that. He does get the down one punish in, which is good. You don't see that the amplified version get punished too often. Okay, puts the head back out. Okay, the flawless block gets the grab. Okay, what's the OK? He's got no meter. Okay, he's getting his offensive meter back. Alright, gets the down one check. Alright, gets frozen. Uh-oh. We saw this exact thing before. What is Blaze gonna do? Blaze can't break because he's got the armor break. Yep. Keeps it short.
Oh wow, he actually broke after the armor break there. But this means now that YB Designs is going to be able to just go in with his damage. He goes for a breakaway instead, and Blaze just going to not give up, swinging that hammer. Here's the command grab into the acid on top of it. Wow, big damage there, 32%. Side switch as well. Plenty of room to run away, but can't run away from that ice beam. Oh, get out of the acid.
Yep,
he's out. Oh, no.
Yeah. He probably could have confirmed it to fatal.
Oh, my God. That worked?
The demonry. The demonry runs deep in this man. I love it. Oh, I know Blaze is angry. I would be angry, Dream, if I was in that situation. I can't believe that worked.
I mean, he just got hit with a stray fatal blow. Just a random fatal blow like that. I am stunned that that ended up hitting, but nonetheless, if it hits, it hits. Designs takes it. Game number 3 going the way of the Cyber Lin Kuei. And that's the lead here for Designs as well. Blaze needs an answer, and he needs it now.
Yeah, I think maybe Blaze panicked a little bit when he saw the cryo head come out. That I don't know if he tried to jump or if he tried to do something, but he gets just get hit raw with the fatal blow into GG's.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, it happens to the best of us, though. Definitely happens to the best of us here. I have been hit by a stray fatal blow too. Worry not. Excuse me. All right, here we go, though. Game number 4. Blaze, of course, straight back over to the Cowboy, as expected. We'll see what the adjustment is for him as we move now into game number 4. This time, I will say, though, that the cryo, the robot head, which was a big factor in game 1, didn't seem to be as much of a factor in this game. Still was there, but we did see Blaze not getting looped and caught by as much. Designs was just able to find different ways to get damage.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just like, I think the Design started off the first round of the last match just keeping his distance, really, and Blaze was just getting hit with stray hits. Okay.
Shots fired. Actually allowing him to shoot off those kunai as well, or shuriken, I don't know what to call them.
Okay, just gets a little bit of chip damage, puts down the head, keep it safe, stops all of that approach from Blaze. This is like really smart. It's just like it slows down the game a lot, and it allows YB to play at his pace as opposed to Blaze being able to just get in the mix.
Because he doesn't even need to necessarily send it in a place where it's going to hit him, right? Like, he can just put it between them and say, hey, man, you got to be careful now trying to cross this line. And while you can't cross that line, he feels more confident to then throw up more of those ice stars or whatever. So I think that that's actually working out really well. And Blaze has to be really quick about his moments when to put the scud shot up, because for the most part, that head is underneath him and really making him question if he can just kind of throw it out there and have it to challenge, because it doesn't deal with it. Scud shot doesn't get rid of the head. It's a problem.
Get rid of it at all, exactly. And if you notice too, Blaze is also having trouble actually getting his asset out too, right? Because one of the key things, if you're going to be Aaron, you want to force people to make a move by having him standing underneath the asset, but he can't get the asset out because he's got to be afraid to be frozen. But he's okay. 15 seconds. Yep, he gets the scud shot cancel. Okay, Blaze really needs to. I think he really needs to close this one out. Okay, again, scud point blank, scud shot cancel. Gets the head out again. Very smart. And YB can do this. He can do this. I think he's gonna win this war of attrition as long as he doesn't get hit with the random gunshots. Because again, scud shots on blocks aren't really gonna do very much damage anyway. So it's like Blaze can't just simply do that for the entire time and expect to win. He's gonna have to exactly get in, get his damage where he can.
Yeah, that costs him meter, right? That is not a free option. So gets him with, and wow, actually catches him with the shurikens that time. There's that crown to prevent any sort of sitting around on the scud shot the whole time.
Okay. He punished. Yes, I was gonna say he's gotta punish that because he was getting hit with that overhead. I think YB just has to be careful going to the well too many times on the same thing.
Oh, the amplify!
Oh, he got the amplify. That's rough.
I thought he was about to die.
Yep.
I thought that whiff on the drop kick Designs was just gonna open him up into a fatal blow kill.
Alright, Blaze able to close out. Remember, now that game that YB gave up, now it comes into play, because now you're at a game 5 at this point, and you didn't actually play five real matches there. So, again, we're going to see, does YB Designs, is he able to kind of keep his composure going into game 5, knowing that he gave up a game? I think he's playing extremely well, but he can't go to the well too many times on that overhead. I think, again, if he takes his time, gets the cryo head out, gets that mix going again, he probably has a really good chance. But again, this is Blaze. Again, I never count out Blaze ever, regardless of the score.
Oh, absolutely not. And now he's got some momentum on his side as well. He's definitely starting to adjust and adapt to this approach here from Designs. Now, Designs is, of course, free to pick a different variation here if necessary. Not really beholden to those crowns anymore, right? You can switch away. If the cyber heads aren't working, it's 2 slots. It's a big expenditure. So if they're not working, try something different.
Try something different. Okay, so he did switch back to that variation where he switched in the second game. The only thing is, they actually played that game out for the most part. At least that's what it appeared. And it seemed like Blaze kind of knew how to deal with the augers.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what the adaptation is.
And core overload, not something you see very often.
No, yeah, usually because it's like it can be interrupted more often than not. I don't know how he's gonna figure out how he's gonna use it, but he's the player. I'm the commentator, so I'm sure he has a game plan in mind. Okay, doesn't use the KB though. Misses the slide. Interesting. All right, YB comes off of his meter, so he's gonna have to hold all of this. Yep, gets the command grab, side switch. I love the stage awareness. Tries to put him just slightly back towards the corner. Hey, gets the jump over.
Now there's a breakaway available. Dude, he's doing that on purpose. That combo whiffing the low at the end there has got to be on purpose from Designs. What an interesting approach, because a lot of players' initial reaction to seeing a whiffed normal or a whiffed combo like that is like, oh, he fucked up, let me punish. And Designs is doing it on purpose and really calling people out for it.
Okay, yep, I was gonna say gets the asset out. I think Designs, he was waiting for his fatal blow to come back, but even if it came back, unless he got a hit into it, I don't think it would have been enough anyway.
Yeah, definitely still needed a little bit extra more damage as well.
Okay, augers. Like I said, this is looking like that second game where I'm like, what's the adaptation? All right.
Yo, thank you so much for the follow, J-Rod. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series.
Trying to keep his distance with the low poke. Slides right underneath it.
Design still trying to send those cryo grenades out, which I think also aren't affected by Scud Shot, right? They don't interact with a lot of other projectile stuff, so I would assume they don't interact with this either. Look at that damage he's taking on top of the acid, though.
Yeah, acid, yep. And that's the thing, too. YB has to also be careful with his wake-ups, because his wake-up is actually punishable. His up three is punishable.
Backing away, still in the acid, though.
Still in the acid, yep. Blaze looks super comfortable right now. He doesn't have the life lead, but he seems like he's very comfortable at where he is right now. Okay, he opens him up.
Okay.
He's got to make this count. He's got to make this count, Dream. He's got to push him to the corner.
Oh, goes for an uppercut to try to max out the damage. Oh, wow, got away with that. Might be able to chip out here. Yep, that's going to do the chip out, and now we got it. Final round. Fatal Blow available from both players here. Blaze was able to keep it.
Okay, gets the acid down. Okay, punished. Yes, yep. Gets the core overload, goes. Blaze is holding the damage. I don't know, does YB have the armor break in this variation?
I didn't even know what her... Well, yeah, it's a default move. It's her head popping off.
Default move, okay, I thought it was something that she did quick, okay.
Yeah, so I think it should be across the board. Caught him on the anti-air and was ready for the down one follow-up even.
Like, we just gotta be careful because, like, when Blaze gets the acid down, he seems to almost be drawn to walking into it and standing in it. And he's taking damage.
He thinks his metal exoskeleton can handle it, but nope, that is some powerful acid.
Indeed.
And these low pokes coming out that range with those icicle swords as well. Now Blaze in trouble. Designs, accidentally throws the crown too far, and that's a punish on the short hop. Oh my goodness.
There's two things you can't test: short hops and jump-ins when the game was on the line. This man is always ready. Always ready. Trust me, I speak from experience. He's stolen many a game from me trying to get cheeky at the end there.
That is a wild finish from Blaze. Barely hanging on, but hang on indeed he did. What a comeback there. I mean, Designs was just breathing down his neck, locked him in the corner, and soon as he blocked that short hop, now those attacks are punishable, but it's not like super punishable. You know, it's like, double digits, 11, 12, 13 frames. So you got to be quick with that jab, and Blaze was not only quick with the jab into it, but had the fatal blow ready and everything. Very smart play from Blaze. So let's go ahead and hop back over to our bracket. Pop that score in and get ready for our next match on stream here. What is this?
What do we have up next, good sir?
Let me take a look-see here.
Ooh, there's a good match going on off stream as well. I see Sully versus Slink. Sully also the homie as well.
All right, so I think Blaze and Sadboy, you guys actually can play off stream. I had this queued up earlier because we didn't get Blaze's match, but then we were able to get the Blaze match because we needed it. So Blaze and Sadboy, if you guys could play off stream, I'll unmark that so you guys can report it or whatever. I think we might end up going with that Base Prodigy versus Venverse match because we did not get to see Venverse earlier, and I wanted to see Venverse on his return. So, but his opponent was not here. So his other opponent, Base Prodigy, is here, who we have not seen on stream before. So Base Prodigy, this I think is going to be a debut for him on stream. Then we'll be able to follow that up with Kairos versus Slick Beats. And then I think we'll be moving into the matches to make it into top 8, if I'm correct. Yep, yeah, those are going to start happening. Well, I guess the match is just outside of that, and then the matches to get in. So we're on track here so far. So yeah, let's go ahead and get those invites out to Base Prodigy and Venverse. And we'll also have those predictions up, and we'll get underway. Base Prodigy, if you could be so kind as to drop your gamer tag in the chat so I can send you that invite, that would be much appreciated.
So, Dream, why are you pulling that up? Let me ask you a question. At this point in MK11 history, are the Xbox players still considered exiles? Because I feel like the level of play is very, very high. It's very, very good. They're just on a different console. Are we really still exiles at this point, my man?
I think the name is too cool to just let go of at any point.
No, I hear you.
So
I hear you on that.
I think we're always gonna. I think I'm gonna keep using it, but I think that there are too many of us that have acclimated with PlayStation society, right? Like, we are accepted, and if not accepted, we put those people down. Just ask Dark Elite, who was like topping the leaderboards over in Outworld TV for a while, which is a PlayStation-centric event, but we've definitely had some of our Xbox players kind of go over there and put on a good show, and Hijinks is out there putting in work across a multitude of events. So I think that our Xbox players are more than welcome for the most part. I think there's still like a weird connotation that some people might try to cling on to, but those people are just like living in the past. You know what I mean? Like, you're just wrong. If you genuinely think that Xbox players suck, then you're just wrong.
You're just wrong, and it's just like you got players like Darkly, who I think again, I've seen and played against them since early in the game's lifespan, and you see these people just grow as players and just come into their own. It's really amazing to watch. Really
oh, dude,
amazing
it's
to
so
watch.
much fun. That's been one of the more like rewarding and fulfilling things about doing this is the ability to set up a cool like stage and event for people to play in and just like watch them grow and get better. Like when I was coming up, first off, our netcode wasn't good enough for this, so it's not like the community's fault for nobody doing this because the netcode wasn't good enough to do it. But you know, there wasn't a place to just like play and get better. And I understand that my tournament is not like the top of the top, right? That there are obviously like the Pro Tour, and when offline comes back, obviously those are going to be, you know, superior to what we do here, and which is totally fine. But the concept of a place where you can just like dip your foot in, just get a feel for what is it like to play in a competitive environment, how does it work to go through a bracket, and all of the stuff associated with it, tournament nerves, stream nerves, the concept of being able to go back and watch your gameplay, like all of these things that I wish that I would have had and was able to get slight pieces of here and there when I was able to attend my local. But that was the kind of stuff that I really wanted to provide, and I've been able to do that here. To be able to see the players that we know are regulars around here then go off and have big success in other arenas has been, and obviously the credit is almost all theirs. They put the work in. All I did was build the place for them to do that. But you know, that is really awesome to see that me providing that platform has actually allowed those players to see more of their full and true potential, because now they've got a place to, you know, hone that craft and then take it out and show everybody what they're made of.
No, absolutely. And you and I, we were talking about this before we went live. I think one of the things that would even open up your platform even further is if NRS finally enables the cross-platform with the COTS. I think it's just like that would take it to the next level. So I'm hoping in what are we going on to year number 3, that NRS does finally really unleash that. Xbox players, PlayStation players, it's all going to be one big family.
Yeah, and I mean, the my main holdout for hope is that it still says beta in there, which means to me, okay, you guys aren't done. There is still work. It might not be your primary piece of, you know, tech or whatever that you guys are working on fixing or getting ready, but there is still intention for them to continue to make that work. So that's what I'm hoping for, is that at some point they do decide to get it actually out of beta and we can play. Because the thing is there's no like systematic reason for it to not work. Like other games do it with other consoles. Like everything makes that work. So then it's not a case of like, oh well, you know, it's too hard to get a cough. What do you mean 8 people? Like Call of Duty has 200 of us in a lobby at once. So I think that it's not a case of it can't be done. It's just that maybe they're wanting to make sure it's stable and right, and you know, a bunch of stuff that they totally should be working on to get it right. But I at least still have hope that they will eventually give us our full realized crossplay, because I want to open the doors. I want the PlayStation players to come in, not only so that we can show them that we aren't free, but for even the good ones to give our players a good like ability to like, let's train with you now. Let's get and work it out and play and get practice with you. Like that I think is going to be really important. Granted, we can, but a tournament environment I think is going to really bring us all together. And I know there are PlayStation players out there that would love to participate in the Nightmare series. They just don't have an Xbox. That's the only barrier.
Exactly. Oh, I see that in the chat. We got Sully taking over Slink 3-2. I knew that one was going to be a really good match.
Ooh, man. Close one.
We got the Matoka. Again, another Frost. Okay. I'm not, again, familiar with Prodigy here, but...
Yeah, how did I get so many Frost players today all of a sudden? Yeah, I am the Knight. You should have hopped in the lobby too. What's going on?
He's ducking, Dream. He's ducking. That's where he is. He's sitting on his couch right now. He wants no part of this. Why duck when you can just take your head off? Come on, play Frost. Okay, so well played.
Venverse has got the bird out here. Interesting. I'm curious how effective that's going to end up being. It's an interesting tool for sure. If it's flawless block, though, the benefits of it don't actually end up working a ton. but flawless blocking is not the easiest thing to do. It's easier to do than other fireballs, but still not super easy. Yo, what's going on, Hound Dog?
Oh.
Glad to see you coming through.
That's the key. So you have to flawless block it, because I was gonna ask him like, what is actually the counterplay to it? Because I know if you block it, it still has generally the same effect, right? But if you flawless block it, you're saying it doesn't have the same effect?
Correct, yeah. So if you normal block it, you still get the debuff on you, which prevents you from spending meter. But if you flawless block it, then you actually prevent the debuff as well. I think it also does like damage by itself or whatever, so blocking it normally avoids that part, but flawless blocking avoids all of the negative effects.
That round was all Venverse right there. I'm not sure if Prodigy knew what to do.
Dude, this is the power of Venverse, man. We haven't seen him in the bracket for a while, and it's not because because he's not good or whatever. It's because I'm sure he's been busy. But now that he's got some time, you guys better be looking out, because Venverse is such a threat here in these brackets. His Nightwolf is such a pleasure to watch.
Pokes out. Gets the sweep.
Oh, he got him with that big overhead.
With the overhead.
And he's a really big user of the roll, right? We see a lot of Nightwolf players rocking the Rising Tomahawk, which is like the classic launcher, but Venverse has been running with that Shaman roll as his combo starter since before customs was a thing, and he's been getting great mileage out of it. And here's the kill as Venverse closes it out.
Yeah, Prodigy, he got stuck. I don't think he knew what to do there. He got hit with the bird, which means that, again, no wake-up opportunities there because no meter use. You're going to have to wake up, hold the Oki, and it just got opened up.
A clean job here from Venverse, so we'll see what Prodigy does as a answer here, right? Like, he does, of course, have the opportunity to switch characters, switch variations, and just take some time, you know, assess what happened there and see what it is that you want to do as we move into game number 2 to deal with that. I would say the first thing, though, which is not something that you can necessarily, like, turn on and off, is the timing on the flawless block for the bird. I mean, I guess, if you're not listening, hopefully you somehow can discover that you can flawless block it to prevent that debuff. And then that's something you would want to focus on making sure you're doing a little bit more of. If you can make that slot wasted, that's going to be big.
Indeed. I mean, me in this situation, to be honest, I don't know if Prodigy plays other characters, but I'm counter picking this all day. Like I said, for me, I'm picking a teleport character. I'm not holding it because my flawless blocking is not the best. You know, I'm old, don't have good reactions here. So, but we'll see what Prodigy can do to get around this. All right.
Got an update that Justin takes it 3-1 over Sweat MDs, the Scorpion Twins, staying alive so far on the winner's side.
Okay, now he's going. Okay, maybe I think he switched. Now he's got the air dive bomb, which, as long as he can do that on reaction, I think actually might be a good answer for this. Okay, gets the whip punish. Put the back full screen again. Yep.
Looks like AJ also just beat Cam 3-0 as well. So AJ staying alive, and Cam, top 8 placer last week. So AJ, our reigning champion, out for blood here tonight.
Saying he's coming back to take his throne, his rightful spot at the top.
Yep, he'll be fighting Robitussin off stream. Which, real quick, I am working on something so that we can have a cool. So who watched the Pyramid of Power? Did anybody watch the Pyramid of Power? Sawyer, did you get to watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched most of it. I didn't watch it all. I missed some of the top 8.
One of my favorite things about when I was watching Pyramid of Power was
the pop-up for the update.
Yes, the updates.
Yeah,
that is something that Crimson Shadow, who helps out Slayer and Black Lives Matter with their stuff, that's something that he put together. And I saw that and immediately it was like, all right, I need to figure out how I can have some live on-the-fly updates. We have so much stuff happening off-stream, so many interesting matchups that we don't get an update on. That to be able for Zombie to just quickly drop in like, yo, Slink just lost to Sully 3-2, that would be really cool to see. Wow, 32% for the throw, KB. Why did it do more damage?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Was there a flawless block in there? Because I know if you
was it off of a freeze? Did he freeze him into it? Maybe he froze him into it.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened. We were
talking about that, so I kind of missed. But
he must have frozen him into it.
Because that round looked very, very dominant. I think, again, the difference there was I believe he has the dive bomb. He didn't have that in the first match. So it made Venverse not throw out. I don't think I saw him throw out the bird even one time that time.
Yeah, and if you can shut down a key tool that your opponent is relying on, that can be all the difference maker in shifting the matchup into your favor here. So that does mean Venverse is going to go back to character select. Going to continue to see Nightwolf from him, but what I'm curious of, do we continue to see the bird? As strong as the bird is, I do think that if it is countered, it's the kind of thing that you can feel comfortable replacing, right? It's like, okay, well, I can't, this isn't working, let me find something else. The Shaman role, he's going to have that all the time, I think, but the bird is going to be the first thing to get moved out. We are going to keep Hana, though. Hana's Wrath's still on there.
He kept it. So he must believe. Yeah, that first round, like I said, it was very, very dominant, but Prodigy was able to turn that around. Again, just making Venverse think a little bit about his choice, but Venverse, I think he has the confidence. I think he believes that it's going to work. Yep, gets the down 2-ender. Tries to jail it. Opens him up again. No breakaway, so he's going to have to hold all of this.
Yeah, that is a decent chunk of damage coming up there. Oh, he found his opening, though. The micro burst will get the freeze. Going to get the side switch as well. Armor break comes out. Venverse hangs on to that defensive meter. A clean 28% for Prodigy here. Ooh, punishable? No, I don't think so, actually.
No, so he's a little bit too far away. It's like you have to block it, basically, where it's still
it's only punishable in the air, right? On the ground, it's safe, actually. Interesting. Oh, he's dead. Fatal Blow is on the table. Is he going to spend it?
Okay.
Wow. Oh,
okay. I was gonna say thank you. My heart stopped because I'm like, I can't tell you how many players I've seen lose because they get stingy with the resources at the end. I'm like, just spend it. Just if you can close out the round, to me it's almost always worth it if you're gonna get the win.
Yeah, I for a moment there thought that he wasn't gonna go for it. Granted, I'm not a Frost player, so I don't know what optimal Frost damage is into Fatal Blow. Sometimes with Fatal Blow, it's better to do less hits to keep the scaling lower, so the Fatal Blow can hit harder. But I have not played enough Frost to know if like 3-4 or 4-3, whatever that kick string is in the corner, hits with Fatal Blow properly or whatever. But Base Prodigy had the math ready. Nicely done. 34% as he keeps following that pressure up with just more damage. Look at this momentum he's carrying. 30 seconds and it's basically been all him.
And these Frost players, they like to downplay this character and say she's not that good. I don't know. She's very good. In the right hands, anyway.
Breakaway comes out, and I don't believe Venverse has the armor break equipped. That is a character that does have to pick it on the character select screen, so you don't have access to it if you don't have the command grab there.
Okay, gets the jump.
Fatal Blow. He's going to go into Fatal Blow combo, right? Yes, he is. Venverse going to do the same thing that Base Prodigy did with a big, long Fatal Blow combo. He's going to be hitting higher damage here, though, than Base did.
Okay, I was gonna play like it's either gonna be he's got a sliver of life or he's dead. He is able to close out the round. Well played.
45% is a grip.
Right.
There doesn't have access to amplify anymore while he's glowing yellow. Those yellow sparkles mean that that Hana's Wrath debuff is up. Does the same thing too as Terminator's Incapacitator grenade.
Yep, which you don't really see very often. But I don't know if you've seen, there's a couple of players now who are starting to use his other grenade, which enables his mix. Oh man. I don't know if Striker's ever going to start using it, but it's just like I've seen other players on the PlayStation side, they're using it. It is disgusting. It is disgusting.
Yeah, I think Striker's pretty committed to the Dark Fate build, but I mean, he's also a player that is willing to adapt if it calls for it, so we might end up seeing it happen from him. Right now, Venverse is in that Fatal Blow territory, doesn't have a Fatal Blow to spend. He will get that Hana's Wrath debuff up, but so far, Base is able to maintain.
Oh, he gets the roll. Well played. I like what Verse is doing, because like what he's doing is he's purposely sending out the bird, right? Which then means he doesn't really have to worry about Frost's zoning anymore, because now he can't amplify it in order to make it a mid that he has to block. So that's really smart, really smart. Well played, man.
Yeah, taking away the option to amplify it, I think, is really, really deadly for Frost, because that is what kind of forces people to respect it. She's got a lot of recovery otherwise if you're just waiting for it, and particularly with what Venverse is doing is he's not necessarily even waiting for the recovery. He's shaman rolling underneath it. But you can't do that when you're worried about the mid stopping you. But when there's no mid coming, that is an open highway to just take those spirit tracks and just roll right in there, which is exactly what we saw Venverse do. Straight into launcher, damage to follow up, and able to close out the game with that one. So that does give Venverse the lead here. 2-1 over Base Prodigy. 1 game left. We'll see if Base Prodigy has an answer, though. He is taking a look at his Frost variations. What is it going to be?
It's like he's got to have the answer. The major difference between him winning and losing was, can he stop the bird? If he can't stop the bird, it becomes extremely difficult to be successful with Frost. But if he can stop it, I think he can push this to a game 5. Both players playing extremely well, playing smart. What's the adaptation? We saw the adaptation from Ven. What do we see from Prodigy?
Absolutely. Here we go. Still not fully locking in just yet. Still thinking about it. He's got time, though, right? You're not required to pick quickly. I mean, 60 seconds is not a bunch of time, but still. That time can be what it takes to come up with a theory. Even just quickly check Combat Academy. How punishable is that? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just need that little bit of information. Reach out on Discord. Ask for some quick help. Phone a friend. Yo, thank you so much for the follow as well, Zero Tolerance. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series. Hope you had fun participating as well. I do believe you're talking about playing in the tournament as well, so hopefully you had some fun playing in there. I think for a lot of new people in the Nightmare series too, what I would recommend doing is don't necessarily beat yourself up if you don't win the whole tournament. What I would recommend is setting goals to just outdo yourself each week. So if you go 1-2 one week, try to go 2-2 the next week. That would be what I do, is set the goal, just keep progressively doing better and better each week, and that's a good way to set yourself some progression to work through.
Yeah, I definitely like that mindset. And if you lose, don't get discouraged. It happens to literally the best of them lose. Everybody loses every now and again, but you just have to go back, learn, try to understand what you did wrong, and just come back stronger the next time.
Absolutely.
And coming right back in with the full momentum here.
Wow, those pokes now, as soon as they get up close and personal, Venverse is willing to challenge in the zoning game and absolutely willing to challenge with Nightwolf's options here as well up close. Yeah, that lack of punish on the roll is going to be crucial. Granted, had a long road to go through that health bar, still about 85% intact, 75 or so, but still, we'll see if he can turn it around now as Venverse on set point. Base Prodigy needs an answer. Thank you so much for the follow as well, Charles XJ. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series.
Ben could have punished that because he actually did block that from the air. Let that punish get away from him, but you know, you never know when it's gonna land high or land low, so it's like sometimes it's hard to just be ready for the punish. But yeah, it's like, again, him having this bird out here is gonna make all the difference in the world.
Yep, gotta be careful. Oh, Cryo's coming out. Jump in, not a lot of room left for Venverse to navigate here, and now able to use the extended range of those ice swords. Oh, but swings in with those axes. We'll see if there's a punish. Okay, there we go. This is big for Base Prodigy now. This is what he needs.
Okay, so he tries to read the breakaway.
Has Venverse broken away yet?
I don't think I even seen him broke away even one time.
I think Venverse has kind of been just letting it happen, right? He's been saving that. Not that he has character does anything else with that defensive roll. There he'd break away, but I think at that point wasn't as much of a threat of the armor being broken. So Venverse being very, very deliberate with his breakaway timing, and Base Prodigy hasn't been really able to catch on to it, it would seem. Base Prodigy still finds around there with the back 1-2 into the augers, and still in this one.
And I think it's like now's the time. If Prodigy's got to pressure him now because he doesn't have the ability to break away. He lands a hit, then's gonna have to take all of the damage. So what he's gonna be able to do? Yeah,
that window closing. You see that defensive meter slowly creeping back up. At this point, by the time he gets an opening, he will have access to breakaway yet again. Throw is gonna put a clean 13% up. Here's the corner, gets the dive bomb to connect.
Dive bomb. Okay, blocks the overhead.
And of course, there's a little bit of a mix-up in there with the low, right? The roll in there. So
roll. Yep. Okay. Does as you say it, he does it. Okay. Oh, that was an excellent tech. I would have definitely got grabbed right there. Those quick stand ones into the grab. If you're not ready for them, they will catch you off guard. Okay. He puts the bird out.
I think he's trying to jump preemptively to get away from a bird, perhaps, and then ending up finding an arrow there waiting.
Yep, it's like he's trying to get over the bird so he can just instant air dive bomb over it, but I love the way that Ven is throwing it out, putting the arrow right behind it, and saying, good luck, stay out of my air.
And now Fatal Blow available here. If Venverse finds any opening, any roll across the screen, any overhead hit, it could be it. Of course, now he's got to worry. He can't throw out the Hawk. If he throws out a Hawk, he's going to get opened up. Oh, wait, what?
Okay.
Why didn't he do it? Oh, okay, well, he's dead anyway. But,
yeah, I know. My heart stopped on that one. I'm like, ooh, and the bags into...
Oh, man, the toxicity from Venverse. Ricci's not here. We need a villain, I guess. Also want to give a thanks to Sean for the follow as well. Thank you so much. Glad you're having fun checking out the Nightmare series here as Venverse takes a clean 3-1 victory over Base Prodigy.
Again, I think those are close matches. There was, I think, a couple of punishes got away from Prodigy, right? Which, again, when things are going unpunished that are punishable, it kind of gives your opponent confidence to just keep moving forward, which again, it's just like this game is, I think, can be very momentum heavy at certain times, and it's just like if you're not getting your punishes where you need to, again, the game's gonna kind of slip out of your fingers there. But Finn was able to close that out, so well played.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we are going to go ahead and pop back over to our bracket. We've got some scores to pop in here. Oh no, not like this, Smash GG. How dare you betray me in front of all these people? Okay, we're good. The score got put in. Scores are getting caught up here on our brackets. I believe that our next match, there was one more. Let me find it. Hold on. We're looking. Okay, yeah, here it is. It's Kairos and Slick Beats. So Kairos and Slick Beats.
Kairos, all right.
This is going to be our winners round 3, final winners round 3 match of the evening. Then we're going to be moving into winners quarterfinals. There's 2 of those, and then we've got 3 matches for top 8 to close out the evening left. So I think that if my math is right, we are 6 sets away from the end. So we're at about the halfway point. Which reminds me, I want to give a thanks to some of the people that actually make this possible, help provide with the prize pool, and giving us something all to fight for here. So of course, big thanks to CGL. They have been the primary sponsor and have been sponsoring the event since the inception of the Nightmare series. Nips over there gave me my first opportunities to do anything in sort of commentary outside of my own events, and that has been allowing me to really just take that and move it forward a ton into everything that I have here. So a lot of what we're seeing here today even is a big part because of CGL just taking a chance on me and giving me those opportunities, and they still continue to support the event to this day. So big thanks to CGL. And then of course want to give a big thanks to fellow streamer and person putting on events, Armani Viz, coming through, putting on some cool events. He's got the BGX Battlegrounds, and today we've got Soul Warrior here, and he probably knows more about this than I do. So if you want to tell the people a little bit about the Battleground, because you have been helping Viz run this thing from my understanding since the get-go.
I have honored to be part of that as well. It was basically a 4-week league that we have going on right now. We're in week number 4. It's a lot of tough competition, so you do have some absolute sweats in both sides of our league. So the way that our league is set up, we have it's kind of like an NBA style where you have 2 conferences essentially. We have Outworld versus Earthrealm, and we're in week number 4 right now. So it's going to be a little bit tough if you were to join now, but you can still do it. You can still sign up, still join. Right now, our pot is at $1,000 or close to $1,000. I think it'll probably be over that by the end of this week. We'll see how that goes, but it's just been absolutely awesome. And again, having a lot of fun being on the as well, and just having the players come out and support, it's just good, man. There's a lot of good competition that's going on right now, a lot of events, and again, BGX, it's something that's homegrown. I think it's a great brand. That's why I'm happy to be associated with it. Join, and again, any support, guys, whether it's watching, following, donating, whatever the case may be, it's all appreciated. And ultimately, it goes back to the players. So again, any support, much appreciated. And shout out to Viz. You can follow him at Armani_Viz. Again, you could also hit me up, so Warrior71K on any other platforms as well if you want more information. So. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate Viz. He is the person that let us put on the PlayStation versus Xbox event, which was an absolute blast. The only time I've ever been drunk on stream too was that, so you'll need to go check that out on his YouTube channel if you want to see me getting a little bit. I would say I might have gotten volatile at some point. That was aggressive.
I feel like you weren't too thrilled with one of Pulse's performances. I don't know.
No, I feel like Pulse may have thrown it all away.
Pulse. Oh, that shit was hilarious. I loved it.
All right, looks like we do have our competitors here, though. I'm going to quickly type their names in, and we are going to hop into our next match. We'll also get the predictions up for you guys as well, so that you guys can start earning some points off of this one. And we got Slick Beats versus Kairos.
All right, so of course Kairos going back to who I know him for Kano and Kodal occasionally. We got the Kodal, and of course Slick Beats, the Xbox Kung Lao. Okay, I see he's not running Buzzsaw. I was actually expecting him to be running Buzzsaw. I see that he's Z-Hat and Spiritual Guidance. It should be interesting.
That has been the 2 builds that Zythshock's been running as well. Zythshock won week 1 running those 2 builds. It seems like it's Buzzsaw or Spiritual Guidance, but those seem to be the 2 big moves coming out for Kung Lao players. Not as much orbiting Hat as we saw early on. Like early on, Lotus Fist was regularly happening, but now that Spiritual Guidance is no longer tied to Vortex, which is awful, you see a lot more of it coming out.
Yep. And of course, Slick comes out firing on all cylinders. What? Oh, Kairos dropped that. That's a big drop. Spiritual Guidance, of course, forces the breakaway out of him. Again, Kairos has to react to those Z-Hat startup because that can be interrupted. He does not have to sit there and hold that. But if he does hold it, then he's stuck in that animation after he blocks. So, got to get those reactions up. All right, gets the overhead. Tries to do the dolphin kick. Okay, Z-Hat again, full conversion because he can't. Yep, can't break. Gets the full corner push, but does drop the end of the combo with punish. Okay, Kairos got to slow down a little bit, buddy.
Look at that,
Yep,
meterless damage too, 27%. He doesn't have to spend anything. Oh, the challenge! Just gonna come out and swing. I mean, that's how Kano would do it, though, right? Talk later, swing now.
And again, if Kairos wants to stay competitive in this, he actually has to challenge those cancels, right? Because it's like, yes, he's probably a little bit nervous of him going into that Z-Hat or into Spiritual Guidance, but to me, it's just like, Z-Hat is reactable. You can absolutely, if he does a string into Z-Hat, he's Kano. Push a button, and trust me, he'll be fine. But we'll see what the adaptation is in the next match.
Yeah, you definitely have to challenge the Z-Hat, right? That is the drawback of Z-Hat, is that, you know, it does have such a long startup, and it is like visually reactable to. And Kano has a button that will work on that. I'm sure that his forward one will likely close that gap and give him full punish if he can get it. But you have to be quick on that, and of course you have to worry about the other things that he's doing, right? It's not just like every single time kind of go for it, but you definitely want to be looking for that. That is the drawback from Z-Hat, because if you block the Z-Hat, you take 3 hits of chip, which is decent chip for him, and he typically gets to then keep his turn, right? So you're giving up a lot when you allow him to do that.
That is exactly right, Dream. It's like, and again, against Kung Lao, you can't really let him get too many turns because eventually your defense is going to crack. Because again, a player like Slick, where he's got all of the pressure, he's got all of the combo conversions, you can't afford to even be touched once. So you definitely can't be affording to give him any more turns than absolutely necessary.
Absolutely, yeah, you're totally right. And the thing too about Slick is, like, when you do crack, even if it's you crack because you jumped, his ability to pick that up, convert that into good damage to then keep his momentum going, very, very deadly. And Kung Lao is just in general one of the best at doing it. And on the Xbox side, Slick Beats is one of the absolute best Kung Lao players. Nice clean jump in on that biomagnetic pull here from Kairos to cancel afterward. And Slick Beats just going to town here right now, Soul Warrior.
Okay, he does get the command grab, pushes him to the corner. He had the plus frames, but he stopped. I'm not sure what he's waiting for, but he's got to keep that momentum going. Yep, gets the Z-Hat out again, forces Kairos to have to block again.
Oh, wow, caught him.
He tries to challenge it. Yeah, he gets the Spiritual Guidance. That's the fear right there. That's the fear. I understand.
Yeah, it's not like if you just go for it, you will sometimes get caught up by the handful of other tools in the Kung Lao kit. Here we go, though. Kairos finding some hits now, and opening into a fatal blow could turn around. He will not find it, though, as the Spiritual Guidance from Slick Beats will guide him into round 1. Very cleanly done too with that pickup, and that was all just meterless. Like there was no like instance of like, oh, he had the meter to do it. Like this character can really churn out the damage off of any hit. It just gets way worse when he's got meter. It's already bad though.
Yeah. If this matchup doesn't work out for Kairos, I wonder if we're gonna see the switch to Kodo, because I feel like at least Kodo can control neutral better than Kano can with his long range mids. But again, I'm not counting Kairos out on this at all, not by any stretch of the imagination. But I just wonder if it's a matchup issue, or if it's just, again, maybe he's a little bit nervous that he's gonna get clipped with a button, so he doesn't know exactly when to challenge. Like in that situation right there, Dream, where again he just got caught blocking there when he had time to interrupt.
Oh, baits it.
Okay.
This could be the kill. Doesn't need to spend the fatal blow for it either. Smart of Kairos to hang on to the resources that time. Slick Beats had emptied the bank going for the finish there and just was not able to do so. So Kairos now going to keep those crucial resources as we move into round 3 here, Soul.
Yes. Okay, that's what I wanted to see right there. It's you see the startup again, to your point earlier, Gene, where you were saying it's like you don't just react every single time automatically, right? It's you have time to see it happen and then go for it. Go for the challenge. Okay,
Finds the opening. Oh man, there's the Z-Hat to keep the pressure going. Kairos a little bit too buttonsy here. So Slick Beats going to turn this into just tons of setup damage. Jumps over him. Kairos looking lost right now.
Yep, and he can't break either.
Oh!
Okay, you got to make this count. He's got to make this count, Drew.
He absolutely does. There's a breakaway is now available, but we're talking about Kano, who has some of the best armor break potential in the game. Oh, it's Slick Beast with the forbidden buttons.
Oh no.
That was actually so smart though to deal with the plus frames there. Completely ignores the mix-up, just activates the armor, which guarantees that Kairos would have to block it. Now, if Kairos would have read that and blocked it, that would have cost him his defensive meter. That would have been wild, but Slick Beats takes the risks and it pays off for him this time around. 2-0 lead here for Slick.
And I'm a big fan of when people are aware of the stage and they know exactly where they are and they use those interactables, whether it's to, again, extend combos or they do those cheeky little mixes right there. I love to see that. And again, there's not a lot of opportunities in MK11 for armor. So when you have the opportunity to do that and to, again, stop plus frame, stop pressure, or again, if you can't make the read on a grab or something like that, sometimes just trying to go for the armor interactable for the win can catch people off guard, and you just saw Slick do that very well.
Absolutely. So here we go. Game number 3 about to start. Kairos sticking to his guns here with Kano, so it is going to be the Aussie all the way. He's going to be keeping the same variation as well. We got the extended strings, the magnetic pull, as well as that command grab. So some dirty fighting here from Kairos. See if he can bring it together in game 3. Oh, big jump there from Slick. Nothing. Oh, immediate startup from Slick Beast, though, forcing some defensive meter to be spent.
Wake up down.
What just happened? Did he just jump off? Are they playing leapfrog here? What are we doing here? This is not playground antics, you fools.
Okay. Kairos getting opened up again. Okay, he tried to interrupt. He's getting clipped every single time, Jaren. He's getting clipped every single time. Okay, down one. Tries to get the pressure going. Okay. Need to see a few more of these command grabs. Yes, exactly.
Scoop. The whiff again. That is the second time that Kairos has been able to successfully bait out Slick Beats' get up attack there. Catches the low. Didn't confirm anything, but that's going to kill. Look at that.
That's Kano. That is Kano in a nutshell. If he's not in a corner or anything like that, even in the neutral, if he gets his opponent moving backwards, and he's got those plus frames, exactly. Now you got to just keep guessing. Yep, unblockable overhead dream. I told you, unblockable. He tried to armor. He tried to do it again.
Oh, here's the launcher now. Slick Beats looking to answer back. Kairos has the breakaway available. He will not spend it this time around. Catches him with a stray knife as well. Kung Lao at full screen distance. Does have to worry about those knives. Well, of course, there's a teleport, so you can't get too knife happy.
And something to not forget about Kung Lao, you also a lot of times don't want to break against him because he can always just end in the dive kick, which is also an armor breaker as well.
Yeah, you have to kind of wait for him to commit to grounded strings. That's when I feel like it's more safe to, like, you can break out of amplified spin because of the multitude of hits and stuff like that. But yeah, it is very deadly. Wow, the YOLO fatal, and it's gonna kill. Kairos is a demon. He took some notes from designs. He's like, yo, everybody's pulling out the demonic shit. I'm gonna give it a try too.
Facts. Sometimes you just gotta dig into that KL bag, man. Sometimes you just gotta do it. You can't play too conventional all the time. Sometimes you just gotta just throw it out there, see if it works. Especially if the momentum wasn't even on your side in the first place, right? He was down 2-0. Sometimes you just gotta just swing for the fences, and it worked out in his favor. So no 3-0s around here.
Oh man, what a crazy wild play from Kairos. I mean, like you said though, sometimes you just gotta do it, right? And what do you have to lose other than the set?
Yep,
Go
exactly.
for it.
If you're gonna lose anyway, so
right.
It's fine.
So Kairos finds his way onto the board. Slick Beats does have the opportunity to switch up variation-wise, although with how close these games are getting, I don't expect any change from Slick Beats here either. Likely we're going to continue to see the same thing out of these two till the bitter end. We'll see if it's going to be a Game 4 or a Game 5, though. Kairos has some momentum. Can he keep it? Or is Slick Beats going to snatch this one away?
Yep. I think the reason why also it's like even if Kairos takes this match, I don't expect Slick to change is because of that the pull, right? Because it's like if he tries to go for the buzzsaw, I'm pretty sure that pull is a decent answer for it as well. And I'm surprised we haven't actually seen Kairos really using the pull either. It's like he has it equipped, but again, I'm not sure how it deals with Z-Hat. I think maybe that's the issue, as well as the spiritual guidance. Obviously, you can't use the pull against that because it's not a projectile, at least not in a conventional sense.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, plus frames, overhead, unblockable again.
Dolphin kick. Kano's always do that, right? Oh no, yeah, he catches it. Okay, that's the first time we saw him do that.
So that's gonna bleed him into fatal blow territory. There's a lumbar check. Look at that damage. 22% for that command grab there, and the air Kano ball from Kairos closes out round 1.
Look at the confidence that he's playing with Dream. That's the major difference right here. Kairos, I think, is starting to find his rhythm a little bit. Catch a slick.
Absolutely.
Okay,
There's
so
another
that-
Kano ball. Makes his way in. The pokes here all coming up in Kairos' favor, Soul.
There he goes. Okay, he's gonna get the launcher. Don't break. Yep, you know that kick's coming. Yeah, and Slick is so good at doing that, where he only does one kick and still is able to convert afterwards. So good. Okay.
Clean combo here from
A lot
Slick.
of damage.
Restand,
And
as
yep.
well. Uh-oh.
What's for breakfast? All right, throws it down.
Oh, he's got him. He can go
Yeah,
for
that's
another restand here to close out if he wants to be extra tricky. Not even going to need to. Enough
Yeah,
damage on the board to kill. And Slick Beats now on set point.
All right, that's punishable. Yep, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure why he risked that right off the rip. But again, I like this restand. He's gonna say, "You're gonna have to guess." I'm not guessing on my knockdown. Not gonna happen.
That's a contender for best interactable in the game. Because you can use it over and over again, it's so good. It's a throw. Handful of characters can actually tick off of some normals into that thing. That thing is so good.
So good. Okay, the momentum is not looking. It's looking a little grim for Kairos, but if he can get a few of these command grabs, those command grabs do chunk.
Yeah, we've seen what he's done before. Ooh, misreads at the get up that time. Got a little too close. Gets away. One more chip though, and that's gonna do it. The hat toss from Slick Beats takes it 3-1 over Kairos.
Very clean. Very clean. I think Kairos, like I said, he started to find his rhythm there. He started playing really well. So, again, nothing to hold your head about. But again, Slick is the Xbox Kung Lao, so I expect nothing less from him. He's got combo conversions. He's got pressure. He knows his character really well. So, well played, sir.
Absolutely. So we're gonna go ahead and hop back over to our commentators cam and pop that score in, get those points out to you guys, and get ready for our next match. Now these are gonna be matches to fight for the chance to battle for top 8 winner side. So this is winners quarterfinals, winners semifinals is where those matches for top 8 start though. So let's go ahead and pop that score in. And of course, pay you guys out, those of you guys that voted for Slick Beats. Congratulations on your channel points. We'll be able to hopefully start using those to snag stream slots come Saturday for top 8. So when the top 8 of this event happens, we'll hopefully be able to use those. So for our next 2 matches though, we got Justin versus Scorpion and then Rage Al Ghul versus Striker. We're gonna go ahead and get Striker in here because Striker has not been able to play all night. Everybody else in his way has been disqualified. The fear that the T800 puts in their hearts is too much.
I understand. Like I said, I can't react. I can't just react. I would have ducked as well, just like Arona did.
Exactly. So we're going to go ahead and get Striker on here, though, for the first time. So Striker versus Rage Al Ghul coming up next. We'll also have that prediction for you guys, so don't go anywhere as we finally summon my favorite player to watch for our Nightmare Series matches.
So we got Striker versus Rage. This is going to be an interesting one. Again, I'm also looking forward to that Justin versus Scorpion matchup as well.
Oh yeah,
you know, Scorpion. He's been cooking. You know.
Well, Scorpion is the current champ. He won last week, so that is going to be big. And the reigning champion, this is his brother Justin, they've played quite a bit. Obviously, they live together, right? So there is some familiarity. So for Justin to step up to Scorpion, I think is going to be at minimum a big test of how ready Scorpion really is, because Justin is definitely on the level of his brother. I think AJ, obviously he's got a little bit better accolades on that one, slightly upper tier, but the difference between those two is hard to spot. All right, so I think I sent Striker an invite. I'm gonna send you another one because I might have fucked it up. I don't even know what's going on. So Striker's invite is there. Let's go ahead and get Rage his as well.
Yeah, Striker's definitely one of my top 5 players that I love to watch. That's like always exciting, win or lose, and it's just like I love the fact that again he's one of those players that has stuck with the Terminator. I know sometimes he has some tough matches with Terminator, but again, from a hype factor, from just an overall skill perspective, it's always a fun time anytime he's on stream. So excited
absolutely.
for that.
Like Striker is my favorite player to watch. He plays characters you don't see a lot, and definitely not at the level that you see him from. And like it's so clean. He picks up all these little, like this anti-air, this clean conversion here, and he just makes it look so beautiful. Definitely my favorite player to watch. And that's the reason why we got the Terminator emote in the chat in Striker's honor. He didn't have to win a tournament to get an emote in his honor. He is just that much fun to watch. So we are hoping that he will make an appearance. We've got Rage here in the lobby, so just waiting on Striker to join us. I want to give a big thanks to K-Star, Iron Armor, and YB Designs for the follow as well. YB Designs, of course, we just saw him on stream. Some really fun Frost play here. And K-Star and Iron Armor, perhaps one of you guys will hop on the stream at some point too in the future if you guys are Xbox players with Ethernet cables. Wi-Fi players, you're going to have to figure that out before you enter. Oh, looks like we do have him here and ready to play though.
Striker, we have Striker. Now I'm assuming Rage is probably going to go with his traditional Sonya, if I had to guess, right?
Yeah, gun to my head, I am definitely guessing Sonya from Rage every single time. We've seen him very rarely switch over to Cassie and I think like one other character, but for the most part, Rage is pretty dedicated to playing as Sonya. Here's the thing though, I think Sonya does good against Striker's Terminator, or Terminator in general, not Striker's Terminator, but Terminator in general. I think she does maybe a good job of zoning him out. I think that Rambo does a good job of out-zoning Sonya. I don't necessarily think it's going to be free because that orbital cat drop will still be a problem, but Rambo can easily get underneath the energy rings and has some really good damage output, so we'll see what Striker's Rambo does. This is likely going to be a bit of a lame game, but Blades will be out if it ends up getting close. Yo, what's going on, AJ? Thank you so much for the bits. Man, Hound Dog dropping some bits in here. They drew first blood, not me. The Rambo hype is real. Dude, we're all excited. Striker won the Rambo poll. Unfortunately, wasn't able to bring Rambo to full power and potential and bring him far in the tournament, but man, I'm sure his Rambo's going to be crazy. There's that Claymore, the lame game.
Hey, what's up, Cobra Tango? Another another Terminator main.
Ooh, we got the whole Terminator arsenal coming out.
Again, they come out anytime Striker's on stream. I think his whole entire fan club comes out, and I understand why.
Hell
and again,
yeah.
I fully expect that Striker's gonna use that Claymore to stop her approach completely, right? It's like, to your point, he's gonna be able to probably challenge her zoning. Oh, I like the use of the interactable there too. That was good. That was very smart.
Well, thank you so much for that follow as well, Cobra Tango. Glad you're having fun checking out. This is where Striker's gotten plenty of success. What a parry from Striker. Yo, fuck your fatal blow. Dude, Striker making all the right reads.
I started laughing because I was like, I knew exactly how that sequence would go. I've seen Striker do that a couple of times where he does like that double grab. They block the first one, and then they always get hit with the second one, and then they try to do something to try to armor through it, and it gets blown up every single time. I love that.
What a wild play. There it is, the whip trip coming out. Striker finds the opening. Fubar going to send this bitch back toward the corner here. Big boot drop coming out as well. Look at this life lead that Striker is working with here.
And exactly what you were saying, right? Her zoning is going to be kind of difficult for her to maintain when he's got that goes right underneath that, right? And she can't approach because of the Claymore in the middle of the screen.
So she's got to rely on the zoning and just doesn't have the damage output. She can still do the orbital cat drop, but that orbital cat drop is problematic. Where was that Claymore? I didn't even know there was one out there.
I didn't even see it. That's right. I'm like, that shit caught me off guard.
Oh, man. I didn't see it either. I could have swore there was no Claymore there. Rage Al Ghul walking right into that one.
It blended right into the background. That's exactly how a Claymore should work, actually. That is canon right there. It's like, you're not supposed to know that Claymore is there. And we didn't know it. I don't think Rage knew it either. Walked right into it.
Nope. Secret Claymore hidden from view. Very nicely done. I'm wondering if it maybe blends in a little bit with this stage. That is the thing. Like,
yeah,
the colors on the ground, it's like the sandy, rocky looking color. Claymores are like that tan, brown, rocky looking color. That could absolutely be what happened there. So Rage accidentally strays into a Claymore. Watch your toes on that one. Striker takes game number 1.
We have a Scorpion switch. Okay, so I understand why he's doing this. And again, he's the player, I'm the commentator, so I could be proven completely wrong about what I'm about to say. The problem in this matchup is the Claymore. All he has to do, actually, I'm not going to say what he has to do, you'll see it. It's like, I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to coach here, but I'm like, the Claymore is the problem for Scorpion in this matchup. You would think it's a counter pick because, again, if he tries to do that little projectile from full screen, Scorpion can teleport it. But if he gets the Claymore down, it then becomes significantly more difficult for him to start teleporting around the screen. But we'll see. We'll see what Striker does.
This is interesting that we've seen Rage get forced off his character. I think this might actually be the other character on the list that we've seen him play. And this is how he deals with characters that don't allow him to zone, it would appear. And so far, Rage off to a great start. Hasn't been touched. That will be a quick flawless block, so he's got a little chip on him board. But, I mean, so far, Rage really, really coming out swinging here with this Scorpion pick.
Striker doesn't block the second hit of the launch. Okay.
Oh,
hey,
wow.
Striker seems like he's a little... He's on his back foot that entire round, Dream.
Yeah, that was all Rage in terms of the offense department there. Striker just really looking to find a foothold, could not do so, and we're going to be moving into round 2 with Striker's back to the wall, gets the side switch, but I mean, it doesn't matter with Scorpion. This character definitely controls the pace here, so thank you so much for the follow as well, Shark.
Okay, so the question is can Rage also react to when he sees Rambo go down on the ground? Again, he can jump and teleport and punish that if he wants to. He doesn't even have to block it. But he's got to be ready for it. It's just like as soon as he sees him go down, we'll see if he makes that adaptation as the match goes on.
Okay, so that is going to mean that Crawl is going to start to lose its value to Striker as well. And the Claymore already, we haven't seen it come out. And he's going to kill him off of that one. Nicely done with Striker using the command grab from that stance. You do need to be careful. It is a mid. You can jump it. And in particular, you were just saying, Scorpion can jump it and then teleport. Here's the Claymore coming out, but now he's got to watch out for his own fucking Claymore.
Yep.
Oh, that actually saved him! Secret breaker!
Man. Oh, that's rough.
Typically, the Claymore can actually fuck you over because it, like, ends up giving them combo extension, but it actually worked like a breaker there for Striker that time.
And again, Rage just did exactly that. He jumped, kicked, teleport. That's the answer for that anytime he goes down into the crawl. Okay, we get the flawless block.
No
Side
meter
switch.
left to go for big damage, however, afterwards. Striker now has Fatal Blow available. Not quite enough damage for a kill. There's a clean jump over from Rage to get the punish. Has not enough meter to kill. Striker's last chance, and the chip out from Rage is going to close it out. So here's the question. Does Striker stick with Rambo? I think that immediately the Claymore and even the command grab become a little less valuable in this particular matchup. So do we maybe see a switch over to Terminator here? The counter pick is in his favor as long as he can keep winning the back and forth.
If I'm not at Striker's level, but if I'm sitting in Striker's seat right now, I'm switching the term and I'm mixing this man's life away. Because again, the crawl is cool when you don't have to deal with a character who can just jump, and pull a KL, jump back, teleport every single time. To me, I'm going Terminator in this situation. Because again, Scorpion he's not using the fireball or anything of that nature, so it's like, again, he doesn't really have to worry about being zoned out. The issue is if Striker wins and then Rage changes back to Sonya, does Striker feel confident that he can beat him with his Terminator against his Sonya? That's going to be the key.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. It's now going to be Terminator time. No, I was just agreeing with you. You were on the right track there with that one. So, yo, what's going on, Jacksco? Hope you're having a good evening. We are having some fun so far. The counter picks are engaging, though. We do now see the switch over to Terminator, and he is basically playing Dark Fate with no changes. So he doesn't have the teleport, doesn't have the ion grenade that we were talking about a little bit earlier. He's just going with your traditional Dark Fate Terminator build.
Have you played a Terminator that knows how to use that teleport properly?
Played one Terminator that was using the teleport to do some fancy stuff, but for the most part, not really, unfortunately.
I'm like, it can be rough if you're not ready for it. That's all I'll say. It can be rough.
And it's a great tool for hiding from stuff, too. The way you can just stay inside of it for extended periods of time is also actually really strong.
It makes it an answer for Shiva, by the way, as well.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
Did you know that Rain, when he goes into his, Evaporate, if you have Shiva's Bleed on you, you take damage while you're in the Evaporate?
Really? No, I did not know that.
I have no idea why it's like that. Terminator doesn't take damage when he hides in his teleport, but Rain takes damage for hiding in Evaporate.
Interesting. And, I don't think I've ever seen Rage's Scorpion before, but he's looking kind of crispy right now. No pun intended.
Yeah, he definitely seems like he was ready to have this character kind of queued up for when he runs into troublesome matchups for Sonya. So this is definitely not a sort of random pick of Scorpion, like, oh, somebody said Scorpion does well. No, he has thought this out. Quick little tackle from Striker, gets him back in. Can he get this mix going?
I love it.
Yeah, that overhead is so good.
Yeah, I love when I see Scorpions abusing it because it can get really annoying because I use it to open up the forward four, right? It's like people, they're like, if I had to take a choice, I'm going to take the overhead. Yeah, but you're only going to be able to take so many of those before it starts mattering.
Dude, Striker's mixing. He got him!
Yep. Exactly.
Nicely done. That Striker caught him with multiple, just mixes off the running man. Is it tackle? Is it boot? He caught him with, I think, 2 back-to-back tackles there, which could have cost him dearly if he whiffed it, but Striker making the right reads here on what his opponent's defense is going to be. There's another mix guessed wrong here for Rage.
Gets the throw. Yep, okay.
Okay.
Maybe anticipating a forward 3, maybe. Okay, that's +2. Yep. Oh, back 1, boys. I love it.
And Striker, no defensive meter to get out of this. He'll get that first bar back, but definitely not going to be anywhere near in time to save him here. Starting to bleed toward Fatal Blow territory. Not quite there. Here's the mix-up opportunity. Rage does have access to a breakaway, although so far unbreakable damage from Striker. Oh! Oh, no!
Uh-oh. Oh! Striker.
Okay. The flawless block.
Flawless block.
Oh, he did it! No way! He just went for raw Fatal?
If you're gonna gimmick, you gotta do forward 3-4 on block into the and do the Fatal Blow on block. I think Striker was just ready for that. That was well played.
That defense was so keen from both players there at the end. It just felt like Rage cracked. Like, there were flawless blocks. There were blocks on the mix-ups and everything from both sides. And in the end, Rage he was like, I've had enough blocking. I'm going for it. And did not work out. Striker able to successfully block the Fatal Blow and answers back with the kill. So now the counter pick is still starting to ebb into Striker's favor. Rage can pick Sonya, which is likely why we did not see Terminator before. But then Rambo can come back onto the scene for Game 5. That's the power of winning Game 1.
The key. It's like, if you can take that Game 1, you get a lot of the control, especially if you can win, and not just win Game 1, obviously, but then if you can put another one on the board, it then puts you in a really, really good position. But Rage sticking it out with Scorpion.
Interesting choice here. I think it's because he doesn't want to play the Rambo-Sonya matchup. He is so determined to not have to put up with this that if he's going to push this to a Game 5, he'd rather do it with Scorpion because he feels confident that Scorpion A covers the Rambo matchup, and B was actually doing not too bad in the Scorpion matchup either. It's not like Striker just washed him. So, not a significant reason.
Exactly. That was a, I don't want to try to block this mix. I'm going to try to end this with this Fatal Blow. So I'm like, I understand.
And right, and dude, against Terminator, I mean, you can only guess on so many coin flips. Like, that character is pure mix.
Yep.
Oh, tries to catch him with the bear hug. Rage a little bit out of range for it, but Striker continues to push his prey toward the corner here. Too close with that spear.
Yep. Okay, gets the low, but he doesn't finish it. Interrupts. Doesn't hit.
Making some errors there, just sprinting in the corner like a treadmill.
All right, there's a lot of lack of commitment here. It's like they're getting straight hits, but they're not finishing their plate.
Okay, here we go. This is going to be our first commitment. Full launcher, bear hug. Look at how clean this damage is from Striker. Straight into a mix-up, and this could very well be death. The command grab amplify to close it out, and Rage will breathe, but barely, as Striker brings those size, I don't know, let's guess, 14s?
14, 15 maybe at least. I mean, that seemed like it went from it being really close, people not committing, to complete momentum in Striker's favor. Rage trying to guess for his life. Okay, gets the back 3.
Absolutely. All right, folks are out. Right now, Rage does have his opponent cornered here, although Striker's still, even back to the corner, able to get some damage going, also get some distance. And the thing is, Terminator does not need the corner to do what he does. The corner's good for him, gives you less options to get away from the mix, but he can actually put out that devastating damage anywhere. That's a big drop. Oh, he got the redemption, though.
Yeah, he got the redemption. Yep. He gets the wacky reset there. Okay, gets mixed again. Rage can't afford to even get touched here.
Yep, Fatal Blow now from Striker will close it out, and that'll be the set if he can get one more clean hit into it. Oh, no.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
One more hit now, and he's up at close and personal. Shimmying around, swings with the interactable. Oh, no, he did it again. He flinched.
I'm not sure. He buckled. I think he blinked. He blinked.
Oh, man. I mean, that is honestly almost a mirror of what happened last time. He was... sort of faced with the option to, would you like to deal with and defend against the Terminator? And he was like, I would rather not. LT, R2, please. And Striker just knew. Striker is a step ahead on that one, able to call it out and able to successfully take the set there. So that's going to be 3-1 to Striker. Very nicely done. Terminator moves on, not quite in top 8, but going to be just outside of it. We're going to go ahead and take a look at our bracket so we can see where he goes and where we're going to be going next for our next matchup here, which I believe I said was going to be Justin and Scorpion. Let's double check.
Yes, sir. And we see that Tussin took... okay, AJ took it over Tussin 3-0. Interesting. And then we have off-stream Izzy versus Slick Beats. That's probably going to be a really good one.
Yeah, what's going on, Y2J? All right, yeah, so our next match here is going to be Justin
Y2.
and Scorpion. Now, before
up, Y2?
we hop into those, let's take a quick browse around our other matches, see what we've got waiting for us. Looks like AJ taking it over Tussin means that he will be playing for a top 8 spot versus the winner of Izzy and Slick Beats. And then in Pool 1, if we make our way up to the winner's side, we've got Venverse versus Blue Link waiting, and Sad Boy Murder will be playing the winner of Zeithshock and Total Peace for a winner's side top 8 match. So that is the stuff that is upcoming. But like I said, Justin versus Scorpion, that is going to be our next matchup here. So we're going to go ahead and get that new prediction up for you guys, get those invites out, and we will be right back with another match between, right now, a reigning victor, right? He won last week, and he's looking to keep the dream alive on the winner's side. Let's see if he can do it.
I'm excited. Again, I'm just waiting with bated breath, Dream, to see what variation Justin is going to come out with. Because if he picks what I think he's going to pick, I'm going to blow that up as soon as I see it.
Rightfully so, as you should. As you should. Let him have it, both barrels.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is going to be a really good one because both of these competitors I fully see as top 8 type of players. No doubt in my mind, definitely finale worthy. I could see something like this being like a grand finals as well, or just late in the bracket. So watching these two Titans come together is going to be interesting.
Yeah, these are two players that are no strangers to top 8. They're going to duke it out for the opportunity to fight to get in one, but honestly, there's a bit of lopsiding seeding going on because Justin hasn't been here all 3 weeks so far. Like, that is part of why they're meeting each other now, but this is, like you said, definitely a matchup that we could expect to even see way deeper into a bracket, and it would not be shocking at all.
I think that also starts to talk to the quality of the players, right? Where you can have these crazy matchups early on, but it's not because the rest of the bracket is just sweet or soft. It's just because there's a lot of really good players, I think, out here as well.
Absolutely. So those invites are away. We've already got Justin here in the lobby, just waiting on Scorpion to join us. I'm sure he'll be here in no time.
Yeah, Justin, if I don't see any wake-up chain spin, I'm gonna be a little disappointed in you. That's all I'm saying. Any wake-up chain spin? I need to see some demon breath. I need to see it.
Also, what's going on with the Zeithshock match? Are you guys all right? That match has been running for a little bit of time. Hopefully you guys are still good to go. All right, here we go. Justin versus Scorpion. Who is going to win?
This is going to be a good one. Now, the question is again, I think Justin's probably going to run Scorpion, right?
That would be my guess, is Justin's going to run Scorpion. That being said, though, the last time we saw Justin and AJ, they were both running, like, Rain and some of the other ninjas as well, so there is some possibility, but I think up against an opponent of this caliber, very likely that Scorpion's the way to go. And Scorpion does well with zoning. So Scorpion is, as you said, Soul, you're going to call it out. It will be Scorpion. And we'll see how that does.
Scorpion, we got. Oh, I'm disappointed, Justin. I don't see any chain spin on there. I see Demon Breath, so that's a little bit of redemption there. But again, I'm gonna take full credit. Nobody was a believer in Demon Breath. That's all I'm saying. That move is absolutely amazing. They did change the fact that you don't get the guaranteed throw setup, but the fact that you get guaranteed mix off of it is incredible. But Ice Scorpion starts off very strong already with the ring KB. Okay, Justin on his back foot gets the throw. Okay, gets 4-3 into he jails it, but he did it on block.
Oh, he just lets it rip with the full thing. Scorpion takes a risk.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Dream, because he had the momentum going, but then I think once he got that break, and then he overcommitted on that one, but still very, very close. All right. Back one into teleport cancel. Scorpion seemed like he was ready, though. Immediate cancel. Is he going to? Yep, he doesn't even need to use the fatal blow.
Yeah, he's going to kill. That Sonya health definitely costing him there. I think, you know, too, I don't necessarily know if Sonya still needs to be at 950. I don't think that, like, she would be, that she needs to not be at 950, right? Like, I'm not saying that it's, like, it's breaking her or making her useless, but it doesn't feel like she's as heavy of a threat as she was ever since they changed her combo route, and we all got good for the most part, right?
Yeah,
like,
good, yeah.
That's the big part for Sonya.
There, it's like the game is a much different game now than it was when the game first released. It's like Sonya definitely was super oppressive when it first came out, but I think they could give her 50 health. Like Jackie, on the other hand, should be down to 700.
Oh
But
yeah, dude, that's
another
even
story.
being generous, and Cetrion can join her.
Indeed.
Ooh, Justin looking to mount a comeback here. Not a lot of life left. A throw away from death here, even if Sonya can just get his hands on him.
That looked like an input error for a short hop on Wake Up from Scorpion. Okay, Justin might be able to bring us back. If
Oh,
he
he's
just
got
goes to
Fatal Blow.
Yep.
Yep, and he's going to keep the combo hits low to get maximum, or minimum, I should say, scaling on this to get maximum damage. I don't think it's going to be enough to kill
No, he's not
here.
dead yet. Yep.
And should have had that chain spin. Where's that chain spin?
GG. Chain spin. I dream. I'm telling you, I had a dream about this once. And then I equipped it, and it changed my life forever.
Dude,
that moment.
they will never run into a, fuck, I just got to get a little bit more damage moment again. Amplify it for 6 hits on block. Dude, it's so good. Is it 6? It's something like that.
I think it's actually 8. I could be wrong, though. It's enough. That's what I do know. It's closed out enough games. It's enough games, but okay. And Justin came off of a big resource there, too, right? He came off of his Fatal Blow.
Yeah, that's going to be missing here. Scorpion has lots of resources, Fatal Blow, and a significant chunk of health included on that list right now. Cancels here in the corner. All the meter has been spent now, though, but not going to need it anymore as the brutality is going to come out. And Scorpion takes game 1. That pressure in the corner just proved to be too much for Justin to handle.
Yeah, so in the chat, Foreverly says, if Justin don't bait the flawless block, yeah. And Justin he couldn't flawless block in that situation because he had already used the meter, so he had to hold all of that pressure in the corner as well. And again, you're only going to block the overhead low so many times before you get opened up, and that's what you just saw there.
Very nicely done. So here we go, game number 2.
Yeah, it's just like I like the idea. I like the idea that Justin was going for. He was trying to get the life lead down, but again, you have to give credit to Scorpion for not cracking under that pressure, right? He was able to clutch that out and then push it to the round 3 and able to close out the game. Well played. Yeah, the pressure, exactly. The pressure was kind of crazy there. It's like in the corners, again, anytime you have overhead low mix in the corner, and then you're not just overhead low mix, you're also then, it's a 50-50 on the grab as well, right? And people kind of forget that. It's like there's many different dimensions to mix. It's not always just overhead low. Excuse me. All right, starts off with the ring. He's got to be careful with that. Yep, I was going to say, it's just like he can teleport that. All right, gets the grab. It's going to be the Oki. Now he's got to hold whatever. Yep, you can't push buttons. You have no defensive meter. Doesn't have the meter to keep that standing. Okay, catches him with the trip guard. Overhead. Rings. Ring cancel. Up 3. Well, good. That was a really good interrupt by Justin right there as well. Oh, flawless block. Scorpion is here to game today. And this is just a couple hits into a mix and SGGs. Okay. Justin able to clutch that out. Scorpion had some really good plays in that first round. Those flawless blocks, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of him. Nice movement with Sonya as well. 1-1. Doesn't block the 2 at the end of the string. Gets caught with the flawless block. Okay, Justin gonna keep the freestanding. Of course he is. Demon Breath plus 18. Yep, good guess. Okay, he guesses the mix on the overhead. Interrupts the ring cancel.
Oh, Roll Patrol, where are you going, lady? Teleports out.
Keeps the knife.
He's got a healthy life lead here, right? He doesn't need to overcommit to anything too dangerous here.
There's plenty of time to work, Dream. There is plenty of time for him to work. No need to rush.
Now Scorpion's starting to push toward a range where a stray fatal or a combo into a fatal blow could be deadly here. She doesn't get 50% typically, but a little bit more chip could be what it needs. Uh-oh, speaking of chip, now chip could be devastating, and there it is, the big jump kick from Justin. Not even going to need the chip. Give me that noggin. He's going to take the head clean off. Justin,
he said, you're going to take my head off? I'll take yours.
Excuse me. So here we go.
All right.
Nice little back and forth established between these two. But here's one thing to note. Last time that Scorpion got pushed too far, Jackie came out to save the day. So I don't think that Justin necessarily has a fallback different character to flip the script on his opponent, but Scorpion does have that pocket Jackie that has proven to be incredibly devastating and is in fact the character that won him his Nightmare Series victory last week. So that was a part of it. We haven't seen her tonight yet, at least on stream, but that could be a factor here as we advance through the rest of this match.
What I would expect if we do end up seeing the Jackie switch, Scorpion actually does just fine against Jackie, at least in my opinion. I hate fighting her, so don't get me wrong. I want her to be nerfed into the ground, delete her code out of the game. I'd be happy. But if you do have to play against her, Scorpion stand 4 actually deals with, if you get a little bit too leap happy, Scorpion stand 4 into Spear is a really good option. But all right, we'll see if it comes out or not.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked to see Jackie come out, but I'm also not stunned to hear that Scorpion doesn't have terrible options in that, and he is a character that really does a good job of controlling the pace. A character like Jackie typically is a bit of a ball hog, but Scorpion I think does a good job of, at least when he gets some space, dictating when she's going to get back in. The teleport cancel, his range, really powerful tools at his own disposal.
I'm just clapping right there for the fact that he blocked that low mix, because Justin hasn't thrown it out the entire set and he was still able to guess correctly, or maybe he fuzzied it, I'm not sure, but either way, well played by Scorpion to not get hit.
Oh, flawless block, and gonna get the overhead afterward. Justin definitely calling out the offense here from Scorpion, letting him know, hey, I know how this matchup works. I know how to deal with Sonya. And a really strong set of sequences there from Justin. We'll see if he can keep it going here. The pace gets slowed down a little bit, but there we go. Straight in with the teleport, forces the breakaway now, which means no more teleport cancels either.
1-1, straight into the hit confirm. Demon Breath, yep. It's like, I'm telling you, Dream, that Demon Breath is so underrated, and when people really start to understand how good it is, I'm scared that they may end up nerfing that, because it really is, in my opinion, it is that good. Because you can start to play Scorpion just like he's Sub-Zero, to be honest, when you really understand how that Demon Breath works. Okay, that might be the closeout right there.
Be the kill. Yep, gonna do it. Justin, he will take it with a clean 35%. Just big damage numbers coming out from Scorpion as well. He's got to spend some resources to do it, but I mean, meter's free. Spend it. And that's exactly what Justin does here to take game number 3. And that's the lead. So here it is. We were talking about it. We're going to see if it happens now. The ultimate question, do we see Jackie?
Yeah, man, again, his Sonya is obviously very good. But it's like, again, if something is not working against a caliber, a player like Justin, you might want to pull out the big guns sooner rather than later. And I can't tell, Dream, if it's just me, and I'm sure the stream can tell me. I don't see the screen. I just see like the bracket.
Oh no,
they can need to refresh my.
They can see the stream. You guys can see the match, right? I can see. My thing says that they can see the match. Try to F5.
Yeah, then it might just.
All right.
But yeah, of course, as predicted, he did bring out the Jackie. But again,
final boss time.
It's not, like I say, it's Jackie, so it's gonna. But yeah, I was gonna say he has for her being in the air. It's what is Scorpion's game plan when he's actually on the ground. That's gonna be the difference in this match.
Oh wow, the challenge from Scorpion, just letting rip with that mid, actually interrupting the overhead there from Scorpion. Man, it's so weird calling. I should not refer to Scorpion by his character name, actually, or Justin by his character name. You know what I mean? Like, because that is Scorpion, and Scorpion is not playing Scorpion and hasn't been the whole time. But, yo, Soul Warrior dropping the sub too. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that.
No problem, man. No problem, man. Like I said, just happy to be here. Again, Dream's been holding down the Xbox side. Again, without him, a lot of these players, we probably wouldn't even know who they are. They wouldn't have a platform, at least not like this anyway. So. Well deserved, my brother. And again, congratulations on the you said 2,500 you're at now.
Yeah, dude, that's insane.
Stuff,
that is insane. Thank you to everybody coming through and watching, hanging out, the subs, the follows, everybody just hanging out in the chat, predicting on the matches. I really am glad that you guys have fun hanging out with the show that we put on here, because Xbox players need to have some fun too, and looks like you guys are having it, so that is great. Oh, look at that. Uses the teleport cancel to get away from the leap here. Right now, Justin has the life lead, but Scorpion makes his way right in to start hitting Scorpion. Are you confused yet? I am.
Okay. This is going to do damage. Okay, I'm not sure why he ended it. Maybe he just wanted to just get the quick reset. because Justin wasn't able to break in that situation. Yeah, Scorpion's down 1 into 1-1. Even if the down 1 gets blocked, it still works a lot of times. So
Justin just
yep,
needs
back
one
three
more
boys.
combo.
It.
He's got the meter to
Okay,
do it. Oh, he's not going to get a chance, though. Scorpion's going to kill. Yep. Straight up fadeable combo. Unbreakable the whole way as well. Although Justin had already spent his defensive meter, so it wouldn't have mattered. But Scorpion is going to cash it out, and that is going to be a final round here in game number 4. Fadeable still available for the Shira Ryu, however.
Like I said, I like the way both of them are playing right now. And again, like I said, as I anticipated, Justin probably was going to have answers for the Jack. Oh, that's unfortunate drop. Yep, that's KB.
Oh, goodness, this is big. Okay, immediate breakaway. Justin doesn't want to see where that was going to go. I think with Jackie, one of the things is, like, she can't, like, or she gets so much damage from other stuff before you can break away that basically the only time you do break away is off of, like, that crushing blow and, like, an uppercut KB. Like, it's really just her crushing blow launchers that trigger breakaway.
Momentum dream. It's like, as we were talking for 10 seconds, Justin's life bar just got melted right there.
Right, just completely deleted. Justin's still alive in this, though, and that fatal blow that he's got access to now could be devastating. Not going to happen, though, as Scorpion going to close it out with some overkill even. That dash punch KB brings us to a game 5, and it is indeed final boss status here, as the Jackie Briggs so far has proven unmatched by everybody here in the Nightmare series, and Justin doesn't have an answer for it yet either. He's got one chance left.
That pressure, it's like, again, it gets to everybody, right? It's just like, especially when you're trying to anti-air, right? Because that could be I think the make or break. If you are successful in anti-airing her and keeping her out of the sky as much as possible, it's good. But sometimes if you get a little bit too button happy with that, right? Where you're trying to take her out of the sky, you're trying to air, and she's just opening you up. Again, she's got all the tools in the world, right? It's just like she's got pretty good air control. If you block too much, you're sitting in the goo and you're burning anyway. So it's just like she's just really, really good all the way around. And again, you pretty much have to play perfect the entire time. And that's why you saw in the first round, Justin had a lot of momentum. He was able to close that round out. But as soon as Scorpion was able to get his momentum going, it was very tough for Justin to do anything about it.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. That pressure coming out immediately from Scorpion here with his Jackie play. And plus frames off of that string as well. Justin finds the air-to-air trade in his favor, though, and forces a breakaway from Jackie. Let's see if he can keep it going. Nice follow spot, though. So the defense is down for dealing with Scorpion. Definitely from Scorpion. Fuck.
Almost had the... Yeah, it's like Scorpion. He can't say Scorpion as a character because he got Scorpion as the player as well in the same thing. Demon Breath. Okay, no, he goes straight for the crushing blow. Again, not mad at that. Take your bleed damage. Gets the throw. Side switch. Good stage awareness.
Oh, Sunio special. Good block, though. Keeps it off the ground, at least. No cleanup in this aisle. Oh, now the pressure from Jackie, though. She's only got a little bit of health left, but that also means one touch means fatal blow time. And there it is. Now, I don't know if this is enough to kill. This could actually mean that Jackie is not done yet. Scorpion just needs to survive this last boo. Ooh, he's still in there.
As long as he doesn't get the acid down. Okay, he gets the throw. Okay.
What a wild play.
Big brain play.
Just teleport cancel straight into the throw as fast as could possibly be. Justin now on set point here versus our current champion right now. I mean, last week Scorpion took it. I guess AJ's the reigning champion, but it's hard to describe right now. We'll figure it out later.
Exactly. That was actually a very important round as well, too, because Scorpion came off of one of his biggest resources, which is his fatal blow. But again, this is Jackie. If she touches you, you're going to eat 30+% on the ground before you can even break away anyway. So it's not really going to make that much of a difference.
Oh, what was that? Accident. That looked like he picked up a combo drop. He didn't get the Shoryuken. He got the forward 2. And then he still caught a dash punch for the KB. Is that what happened? Did I make that up? That's what it looked like happened.
It looked like it was a strange sequence. And I don't know. I wonder, does he have easy crushing blows on Dream? That's the question of the night.
Oh, I bet he does. They're everywhere.
I have to say, okay, he tries to go for the short hop. Doesn't get it, gets the full jump, gets trip guarded as a result. Okay, straight into grease kick.
Jeez, okay. So that is the one launcher that she has, so it's not necessarily always even required for the big damage to come out if they spend it on the shrapnel stuff.
And look at the confidence Jackie players play with. No defensive meter and is still willing to just push the pace regardless. Not really worried about being opened up.
right now going to have to be opened up if Justin's going to turn this one around here. The life lead is in Scorpion's favor here.
Oh, he called it out. He called it out, Dream.
Oh, no meter to amplify, though. Justin's still in this. Can he open Jackie up? Nope, not going to find the opening. The mids come through for Scorpion. And with that, he is going to close it out. So that means that he's going to keep the winner's side Dream alive here. And maybe get the back-to-back. He stopped Zythshock from getting the back-to-back in week 2. And he's chasing after his own back-to-back here in week 3.
Yep, and indeed, Venverse, that was very close. But again, that Jackie pressure, man, it's just like you get caught blocking a little bit too long, and especially if you can't open that Jackie player up, it's gonna get really, really tough. No matter what caliber of player you are, you still have to be landing hits. You can't block forever. But Jackie makes you block forever, right? She doesn't give up her turn. You gotta find those little spots. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Drew.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, yeah, she does not let you up at all. Like, she's a ball hog. She takes her turn. She keeps her turn. There is no instance of Jackie blatantly giving up her turn, at least not, like, in a way that she has to. Like, maybe sometimes you'll block a dash punch or they'll go for something that gives it up. But for the most part, if they want to, they can keep on, like, looping it around and making it incredibly difficult for you to find your mark and do something. So, to the point where you have to commit to stealing your turn back, Justin just wasn't able to steal his turn back enough, it appears. So we're going to go ahead and pop that score in and start moving into our top 8 matches here now. Oh, looks like that score already went in. So Scorpion and Striker, they're going to play off stream. We got Izzy versus AJ in Pool 2, and then we've got Venverse versus Blue Link and Zythshock versus Sad Boy Murda. Looks like Venverse and Blue Link have been waiting the longest, so we'll go ahead and get them first. So we're going to go ahead and get a new prediction up, some invites out, and we will be right back with our next match of Venverse versus Blue Link.
Yeah, I like it. It's like I've seen a lot of consistent play out of Blue as of late as well. It's like I always laugh whenever I see Blue on stream because I feel like sometimes he gets like the unluckiest things to happen to him, and it just always has me dying of laughter. But he's a really, really good player. So
yeah, he's been able to break into some top 8s as of late. Like, definitely been really improving his results season after season here. So Blue Link definitely on quite a good run this time around. We'll see if he can keep that up, though. This is going to be matches to get into top 8 winner side here. So this is going to be a really, really great spot to be in. I mean, if you make winner side top 8, you then guarantee yourself 5th place. 5th place is guaranteed 100 points. That is a lot of points. That is a lot of points. Yo, Diddle coming through with the big host. Thank you so much. Look at that. That is so nice of you. Diddle bring in a massive legion of people. I'm assuming from the Diddle Dome. I'm not 100% sure, but if you guys are coming from the Diddle Dome, I hope that you guys had a great time checking out the content that Diddle's got to offer. And here we're going to check out some of the Nightmare series here then. Thank you so much, Diddle.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Deserves that host too. Like I said, holding him down on the Xbox side. Much appreciated, man. Support this man Dream Eater as much as possible. Because ultimately it supports the players, right? Helps our scene grow, helps get a spotlight on players who, again, may not be as well known. And it also prepares them for, like I said, hopefully the eventuality when we're able to play, they're able to play with the PlayStation folks as well. And
dude, I cannot wait for them to open up the floodgates on crossplay. We got to do what we can to give the Xbox players a place to play, but I am waiting for me to open the gates and let the wolves come in. I want the good, strong PlayStation players to come in and try to kick our asses. And some of us, we are going to get our asses beat, but you're going to find that we've got some really talented players here, and we're all going to get better together in the end. That is the ultimate goal. So really, really looking forward to those days. Hopefully, it'll actually happen. We'll see, though. Come on, NRS, please. Also want to give a thanks to Rautachi and Jayhaz for the follow. If you guys came over from Diddle Stream, I'm glad you guys are pushing that button and having some fun checking out the Nightmare series. Yo, PC Gang's got to get some love, too. Hopefully PC gets included in crossplay. That would be tight. Oh, looks like our match is here and ready to go, though. Let's hop into it. Blue Link versus Venverse.
Yeah, and on that topic of PC getting crossplay, to be honest, I don't think that they're going to do that because from what I understand, PC plays significantly smoother than the console versions of this game.
It's so beautiful, man. All the crushing blows and fatal blows and fatalities and everything in clean 60 FPS. Oh, it's gorgeous. It is gorgeous.
What are we seeing on screen right now, Dream?
I don't know.
What are we seeing right now?
I mean, is this some sort of
Motoko
throwdown here?
Is this a joke?
Well, Venverse is our resident and strongest Xbox regular Nightwolf player.
I'm questioning it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not seeing Spawn from Blue. Blue has been having quite some solid runs here with Spawn lately, but now he's going for a mirror match, looking to challenge the mantle, and he starts it off with a shoulder raw. That is an uh-oh, and Venverse ain't having it.
I'm not so sure about this one, but it is early. It is early. Please, Blue. Not like this.
Oh, wow, 42% off the rip. The bird debuff following it as well. This is trouble here. Venverse just having his way with Blue Link right now.
Dreamer, again, I'm not so sure about this. Hopefully, Blue can clean this up in the second round. I expect that this is GG's, okay?
Oh, swing and a miss. He's behind you, Blue, but he couldn't actually amplify because the bird buff. Still able to get the quick little conversion there. Nicely done. Not enough to close it out, but Blue still showing that he's got some Nightwolf chops. But, I mean, in the end, if you were to ask me, I would predict Venverse going to take this one if it's a Nightwolf mirror for sure. Venverse is the best Nightwolf on Xbox. Look at that. He's reading the arrows even.
And Dream, I would think Spawn would actually do okay in this matchup because, again, he's got the parry if he goes with the right Spawn variation, and he won't ever have to actually eat the bird.
Yeah, right. Venverse has been relying on the bird. The parry will do a great job of eating that bird right up. So I think Spawn might be a good pick. Blue, if you're listening, the meme match is over. Come on, buddy.
Yeah. All right, hits the down one, jails it. Bird, yep. No meter for you, sir. Jails it again. Overhead. His head is wide open. No helmet. Okay, pushes him back into the middle of the screen. There's a lot of blocking on Blue's part, but down one, check. Yep.
There we go.
Down one into 1-1. Nightwolf special.
Yep, gotta always look out for that. And, of course, you have to look out for the throw on top of it, right? So, you know, the throw strike game from Nightwolf is incredibly deadly. That being said, Blue had access to it himself. It was a mirror match after all, but it does look like Venverse is going to come out on top on that one. Not surprising, though. Want to give a quick thanks to Combo Spencer, J-Star, Steamo, and ASG Berserker, all for coming through with the follows as well. Glad you guys are having fun checking out the Nightmare series here, seeing what the Exiles have to offer. And I'm telling you, we got some talented folks over here on the Xbox side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, this is a mirror match, but to be honest, I think Blue needs to look in the mirror and pick a different character. I don't know if this one's going to be the one to carry him if Venverse keeps playing like this, but again, he's a player. I'm the commentator, as you'll hear me say a million times, so maybe he sees something in this matchup that he believes in. But again, I feel like his spawn, which is a very, very good high-level spawn, would be a decent answer for this. But again, we'll see what the adjustments are in this match. Going into match number 2. Again, Venverse, I always expect clean play out of him. He to me, other than Gambler, again, next best Nightwolf that plays on Xbox.
Yeah, absolutely. Gambler, I think, takes the top. The reason I wouldn't put, I would like slightly nudge it over to Venverse is because Gambler, I don't think, considers himself an Xbox player. But
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But into like in the grand scheme, if you're saying ever on an Xbox, Gambler takes it, but he's also straying away from Nightwolf. Venverse here, I have not heard any of that kind of talk from him.
Oh, gets hit with these overheads into the KB. Head open again, Dream.
Oh my goodness, this is not looking good for Blue. The mirror match pick proving disastrous almost.
Yeah.
Venverse just.
I don't think this is it. And I hate to laugh, but I'm like I'm not sure. I'm not sure this is the one.
Nope.
Not against like I said. Remember, again, Venverse, he's not just some like pick up off the street type of Nightwolf. Like this is his character. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the resume to back it up, right? We have seen Venverse make this character work, and the customs era has really only made it stronger for him here. Blue Link, though, definitely finding an answer back here. No defensive meter to stop it. He'll get a quick clean 28%.
Part of his own. Yep.
Okay. Didn't have the meter for an amplify off that Rising Tomahawk, but I mean, now Venverse's turn to answer right back. 26% with these uppercut combos. Debuff still on there, even if you block it.
That's so rough, right? You imagine you roll backwards and then you have to block, so the bird is basically guaranteed in those situations. Amazing, right? Because I don't even think you could probably wake up a jump and beat it. You probably still would get tagged, at least from that distance, anyway. All right,
yeah.
Gets the throw.
All right,
nice. Blue did turn that around a little bit, so it's like he is he's showing signs of life here. Gets the bird out. Oh, the nice reflect.
Double bird. What does that mean? Wow. What happens when the bird hits the bird? Like, he already had the bird debuff on. Does it refresh it? Does it make it last longer?
Okay, doesn't commit to the string. 1-1. Blocking Blue down in the corner, making a block. Okay, opens his head up.
Yeah, you saw him neutral ducking there, perhaps expecting a high to come through. Venverse does get open for 30. Now point blank with the bird as well. Blue Link blocks the overhead.
Down 3, down 3. Yep.
I mean,
Overhead.
that's the
Okay, I
Nightmare
like
special.
it.
He's got to spend the breakaway. Oh, no. Okay, one more hit. Defensive meter's gone for both players now. Blue Link's not going to have enough to kill with this, but he's going to put him into a very close situation, and he got him just letting rip with the full string, Soul.
Okay, Blue. Okay, Blue.
He's making us eat our
Shut
words
me-
right now. What is happening?
You know,
What is happening?
Shut me all the way up. I love to see it. Shut me all the way up, Blue. But I mean, this is the best part about it is they're the ones playing, right? So then if you lose a mirror match to Blue, you know he's not going to let you live it down. So I fully expect that Ven's going to come out all guns blazing this time, Dream.
Yo, Jaxical, thank you so much for the sub. Glad you're having fun watching the tournament and hanging out. It is a thrill watching these players. I 100% agree. It's part of why I put this on. I get front row seat to watch people that are absolutely better than me at the game just show what this game is truly capable of. It's super fun.
Yep. By the way, one thing if I had to say one of the things that I actually love about custom is the creativity that when people come up with the names for the custom variant, of course when they're relatively appropriate, right? I don't like when she's completely off the rails, but it's just like I like the creativity that people come with it. And it seems like a lot of people either have Izzy or like, you know, Izzy's father and all these other things in it. That shit just makes me laugh.
Dude, Izzy's got his Shiva variation with cleaves at. It's a total frame job. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Yep. So it's like when those hate mail messages come.
Yeah, you know who to get after on Twitter.
I love it. I love it.
Oh man, all right, lots of pokes coming out. There's the big overhead. Good defense though. Not gonna get opened up just yet. Venver's still sitting on quite a bit of that health bar here. Also want to give a quick thanks to Grimshield Gaming, Miguel, Patty, and Leenda Carnage for the follows as well. Glad you guys are having fun checking out the Nightmare series. Ooh, look at that, caught him point blank. Jumps over, he's on the wrong side, but that is still gets the opening.
We hold north, not pressure, Dream. That's the saying in the Soul Chamber. We hold north, not pressure. Holding up sometimes works.
It's a good way to put it, man. Take to the skies.
Yep.
Gandalf said it best. Fly, you fools.
Alright. Then closes that out. That was a very squirrely last part of that round there. A lot of jumping, a lot of not blocking, but...
Oh! I thought we were going to get some volleyball. Come on, please. Can we have a quick demonstration here?
Shit, yeah, it's just like some things. It's just like I've been playing this game since release. I've never seen anybody do that.
That would have been hilarious.
It's the jump 3.
Oh, point blank with the arrow. Point blank with the bird as well. Let's loose another volley. Oh, here it is!
I love it. Oh, of course he
Oh,
wins.
you flinched. That was hilarious.
I'm like, that should be the one who wins the volley should automatically win the round. I think that should be the rules now.
That was too good.
Tries to get the trip guard. Okay, that's the round. Yep. Then closes it out. Somebody has to clip that. I gotta see that back sometime later.
I clipped it.
Nice. I like it. Players out here having fun. You love to see it. You love to see it. It is a competition, but it's always good when you can have those moments where you can, you know, just sit back, laugh, and enjoy the game as well. But Ben's gonna take that. Can he close it out? Or is Blue gonna push this to a game 5? And I'd wonder if Blue pushes this right now. I wonder if he's gonna switch now, because whoever he picks now, he's character locked. Even if he wins this. How Doug says, I want to refund, I'm leaving. What did I just see? You just saw a word that we don't usually associate with MK11 as often as we should. You saw someone having fun.
That was great, dude. The fun is where it's at. I need more fun.
Indeed. Speaking of fun, is he going to switch variations? Is he going to switch to rain? Is he going to switch to spawn? Because this is his life right here, right? This is like, he loses this, it's over. But again, whoever he chooses, even if he wins, he's got to stick with it. So he's got to believe in whatever the pick he has. He's got to believe that he can get through another match as well with it. So he's got to choose wisely. All right, he goes with the collector pick. How do you feel about collector in this game? I feel like this character is super strong. Super strong, especially like... Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I think he's really cool. I think he's really strong. He's got... I think maybe his abilities could use more variety, maybe. But overall, really cool. And lore-wise, I think he fits. I think he's super cool. Like, that's to me a key thing too, is like, how does this character feel? Like, is this a universe where you make sense? And a 6-armed Smeagol that wants to like rip people up and hide them in his secret magic backpack? I'm all in on that. It seems awesome.
Okay. Okay, he brings the armor break with him, so we know breaking out any combos, you gotta hold all of this. And I think the range, if Blue can push him to the corner, I feel like Collector's range is gonna actually be able to deal with Nightwolf pretty well, because Nightwolf's not gonna be able to counter poke. Okay, finishes the combo. I thought for a second he was gonna drop that and get punished. Alright, tries to go for the launch. Gets the down 2 out of the corner. I think that was accidental. Alright, he gets the bird out. Rolls straight underneath this. Okay. Blue just needs one touch. That's all it needs is one touch. Alright, gets it. Alright, goes into round 2. Starts immediately with the...
Swing with that boot. Oh, there's the demonic clutch. 13%, no problem. Oh, wow. See, he rolled away from the throw. How? What is happening?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I like what Blue was trying to go for during there, because he was trying to go for, I believe it's the command grab KB on the roll. If he catches the roll, it is a KB, but it's a mid, so I don't know how he was able to roll out of that, but, you know, MK11, things happen sometimes.
Yeah, dude, it gets pretty wild every now and then. All right, he's in there. Swinging with the mace. Good blocks here from Venverse. Not budging defensively. Oh, that's going to be a breakaway coming out, though, and the armor snap on it, too. Look at that, 30% even there from Blue. One more hit'll do it.
I was saying, Dream, the corner pressure with Collector against Nightwolf, where Nightwolf doesn't really have any, like, long-range normals, right? He has the roll, he has these other things, but his normals aren't that long. Against Collector, you're gonna end up blocking a whole lot, especially if you're not flawless blocking like the third hit of the mace string or anything like that. It's a lot of blocking and not a lot of counterplay to it when you're stuck in the corner.
The other thing too, you know, Blue did not give Venverse a lot of time to adjust to this character. He was able to eat a lot of the experience time that Venverse would have been using on just having to dick around with a mirror match. Look, we know Blue around here. We do not know him as a Nightwolf player, but he still had a solid enough Nightwolf to stall it out for a few games, which now means when a character he's more familiar with comes out, Venverse, he's already been playing and dealing with a Nightwolf game plan, and he's going to shake the Etch-a-Sketch and draw up a whole new plan as this 6-armed Knock-Nonin comes onto the screen. And so far, hasn't been able to draw a working battle plan. He's got one last chance here, though, as we move into game number 5. We'll see if Blue Link's quick switch is going to do it, or is the Nightwolf going to take it? Yeah, dude, I'm loving these game 5s, though. More, please.
So he started off the night pretty quick, right? 3-0s, 3-1s. But it's just like right now we're buckling down as we get later into these brackets. And again, these players are putting on a show. I love it. I love it.
All right, and looks like Relic Lure, Demonic Clutch. I think those are some pretty good moves there. I think a lot of people have heard they don't like that Relic Lure costs 2 slots, but that's... I don't know. I mean, it seems really strong regardless of how many slots it ends up taking, and so far Blue has been doing a good job of using it for its armor-breaking properties. That's another big thing for it, too. And it's also going to eat the bird, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's probably why you haven't been seeing Venverse throw it out at all.
Yeah, it doesn't want to deal with the...
Yeah,
okay, well, make us eat our own words again. We still have a curse of some sorts. Might not work on flawless victories, but we got it.
It's like Blue just had to react to that a little better, because I think he just blocked it instead of trying to get out the... But he didn't even need it. Didn't even matter. Didn't even matter. That was super clean.
Yeah, Blue had a lot of momentum and just carried it straight into the victory here, and now he's on set point. Oh, right back at you, though. Look at this, and that's full combo here. Not just a quick reflect got him with his own projectile. No, that is 32% for trying to throw a bowler like that. Very nicely done by Venverse.
And he had a lot of screen push right there, too. Like, he was trying to push him towards the corner, but Blue was able to roll back out into the neutral. Okay, again, the fact that he's getting the bird out, this is the difference in the matches, by the way, Dream. Last match, we didn't really see the bird at all, right? And now we're starting to see it. Again, that stops and makes any launching or anything like that very difficult for Blue.
Yeah, and Collector is a character that relies on meter to extend his combos. He can do 26% there on meterless like he just did, but that's kind of where it's going to cap out, and it's off that particular string, whereas when he has access to meter, you can bola into and out of almost anything you want for much larger numbers.
But the life lead isn't that big. It's like blue can still do this.
Oh, he caught him?
Oh, he didn't confirm. Okay, that's fine.
And the fatal blow, and he got him off the breakaway even.
I understand. That was like a panic fatal blow. I don't know if he would have lived anyway, but he definitely is dead now.
Oh, yeah, super dead. Slit the throat, take the set. Blue Link gonna secure it in the end. What an ending there. Barely caught him, but still got him. Oh, you guys can't hear this.
I sound muted because I don't have to hear this terrible Collector music.
No. Nobody can hear it. I don't have the game music on, so nobody can hear it.
Excellent. Good.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
That's my favorite part. The jaxophone is my favorite. We all just get to watch him awkwardly breathe into a windwood instrument for no effect. I don't know if it's windwood or not. It's probably brass. Whatever.
We'll roll with it, whatever it is.
I didn't do band.
Collector pick. Maybe that was the big brain play all along, Dream, which is to
Dude, it absolutely could have been.
Get Ben comfortable with the he's gonna mirror match me. I'm gonna get these easy dubs, so that way he doesn't have time to get conditioned to the Collector gameplay.
Absolutely, that could have been the strat from the get-go. So that is going to be Blue Link then securing that winner side top 8 slot. Congratulations to him. And we're going to be moving into our next set of the evening. We got 2 left. We got Zythshock versus Sad Boy, and we've got Izzy versus AJ. Izzy and AJ have been waiting the longest, so we're going to go to Izzy versus AJ first. And man, this is going to be a good one. AJ is the reigning champion of the Nightmare series, right? AJ is the reigning champion. He won last season. $1,500 prize pool. He took home the lion's share of it. This is his first week he's playing this time around. So we'll see if he's going to get a winner side top 8 first week back, or if Izzy, who has already been doing great, is right now 2nd place in points, if he's going to be able to take it in set. In fact, real quick, let's go ahead and pull up those points where we can see Zythshock at the top, Izzy in 2nd, Scorpion in 3rd. I think Scorpion just secured a top 8 winner side spot. Blue Link just got himself a top 8 winner side spot. You see him there in 5th place. So points very valuable to quite a few of our competitors that are here with us still tonight. But we're going to go ahead and get some...
Hijinks play tonight?
Hijinks did not play tonight. I think he had some prior engagements, but I think he popped in the chat and said he wanted to play tonight, so he will likely be back in weeks 4 and 5 and 6, I'm sure, to make up for it. And we could still expect to see him in the finale, no problem. We're going to go ahead and get some invites out to Izzy and AJ, get a prediction up for that. I think there's already a prediction up for it right now for you guys, actually, so place your bets on that. And we'll be right back with Izzy versus AJ for a top 8 winner spot.
So who's AJ running these days? I know I've run into him a couple of times, and I see him using sub every now and again. Is he back to Scorpion? Is he on another character? Maybe the other ninjas?
I've heard in the chat that he's been playing some Sub-Zero at least. Cam was talking about getting robbed by AJ's Scorpion, or by his Sub-Zero multiple times with that fatal blow. So there's a possibility he's got the lead play. But that being said, he's up against Izzy, who is like one of the absolute best out there. So I would not be shocked if he tightens it up and starts playing Scorpion maybe. But at the same time, I mean, AJ could go over to Rain. He's got a strong noob. He's really good with all the ninjas, to be honest. So it could be anybody.
Nice. Yeah, for me, it's just like it's one of those things. Again, I know that Izzy is obviously a Sub-Zero as well. And I'm like, again, I know some people like mirror matches. For me, it's more of a mental thing than anything else. I try to avoid mirror matches when I can.
I don't like him then.
But again, AJ and Izzy are better players than me, so I'm sure that they're fine in the matchup either way. But it's going to be interesting to see who they decide to ultimately go with.
Yeah, I am quite curious as well. And we know that Izzy has a really strong Sub-Zero, but I mean, we've seen Izzy multiple times this season in our top 8s. That's why he's got that 2nd place point spot. And he plays whatever he wants, to be quite honest. He wants to play Shiva, he'll play Shiva. Wants to play some Jackie, wants to play some RoboCop. Like, he just does what he wants to do, and he's able to find success while doing it as well. So when it comes to Izzy, we can really expect almost anything. At this point, the only character he won't play is Chronica. And not because he doesn't want to, just because it can't be done.
Will he play Shao, though?
He
If
could.
was a real MK player,
Are you asking for Nipple John? Are you asking for Nipple John? He's got a variation already ready.
Nice.
We got AJ in here first, though, so just waiting on Izzy. Yo,
Tessa says, no, he's still mixing forward to the GGs.
See, all right, there you go. Want to give a thanks to Adler Mayer, Neuroscientist, Sparky, and Nlaws for the follows as well. Glad you guys are having fun checking out the Nightmare series here as we take a look and see what the Xbox side of the tracks has to offer. And right now we are getting primed up for some of the absolute best Xbox players in the business here.
Yep. And this is for top 8, right?
Yep, this is for top 8 winners side.
Winners. Yep. I didn't check. Let me see what's going on.
So guaranteed 100 points here for whoever takes this. The loser, or right now they're both guaranteed 9th place points, which is, I think, like 50 or something like
50,
that.
yeah, if I remember correctly. I had a lot of 9th place disappointments. I believe that was.
All right. Points. So guaranteed 50 points just for being here. But, I mean, obviously, 100 is way better than 50, and being able to keep the winner's side dream alive means that in top 8 you have that many more chances to kind of work with as well. Going into top 8 on the loser side has got to be, in some ways, feels good they made top 8, and the other way, terrifying that you are basically head already on the chopping block and just hoping that you can stop the blade from coming down. And the players that you're up against are, like, they also survived the 100-plus player bracket, so good luck.
I know, that's incredible, right? It's like, let me ask you a question. When you first started doing these tournaments, when you started on the mixer side, did you ever anticipate that it would grow in the way that it is? And
to
the
this
way that
point,
it has?
not at all. Under no circumstances did I think that we would ever get to the point where we have like triple-digit brackets. That was beyond my wildest dreams. I remember when I first started running the tournaments, I would play in them so that we could fill out an 8-player bracket. I'd be like, well, I'll play too. Let's get 8 people.
Humble beginnings. I love it.
Yeah, and then it became like 16-player brackets that I would play in. Then it got to 32, and it was like, I actually probably can't play in this because it takes too long because I lose too early because these players that are coming through are way too good now. Yeah. And now, like, I could not even break top 16. These players are too good. It's been a lot of fun though, and seeing like putting up like the beacons are lit, right? I've lit the fire, and now all of these incredibly strong players like Moss to a Flame are all here to show off what they're made of, and it has been quite the fun time watching them go at it.
It's a Scarlet. Whoa, what is this?
Okay,
I know I've been gone for a while.
But a ninja,
is this a meme pick here?
Oh wait, hold on. Not against Shiva though. Not against Shiva.
Broke potato. Again,
broke potato? Okay, I'll take it.
I mean, no lies told there. No lies told. I see the counter picking happen right now.
A minor complaint. After Tigers pulled his why did NRS do this? I don't know if anyone's been watching the Pro Tour. They've covered up. Yeah, they've covered up your variation in gamertag completely. So now, no more mini protests. No more creativity. I mean, you can still be somewhat creative, but they shut it down. Not happening again. Unfortunate, but it's all right. Broke Potato will never be on their stream. He's got Rain? Let's fucking go.
He's back to Rain. So we're basically, to me, this matchup, because I've seen this matchup several times, not with these players, but just in general, is like watching MK11 on fast forward. The movement is usually out of control from both of these characters.
Dude, 100% Soul. You got it right in the head. These two characters are so wild. Their wave dash, their mobility is some of the absolute best in the game, and because of that, this is likely to be a high-speed match. Damage is not going to be too crazy. I think Fujin's going to take the slight edge on that one, but it's still going to be high octane here. VTech is kicking in on this one, yo.
And he whiffs the down 2 into the full damage. Okay, he does have the air kicks, so there's going to be no breakaway. Okay, air push. And have you noticed, again, I don't know how many Fujin players you've been playing, a lot of them have been switching out the needle for that air push instead.
I have seen that, a little bit less of the needle. I think needle was just attached to the strongest variation, so that's why people got used to using it, but the needle is you know, because it replaces something, you lose the armor break, just ends up being more value in the push. And here we go, Fatal Blow to clean it up. Is he gonna take it? And here, look at this. You see that variation name? He's blaming this on Striker. That son of a bitch.
Am I back? Because my for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
okay, alright, cool. Yeah. Do you see this variation name from Izzy though? The trolling never ends.
Yep. I love it.
Alright, goes for the low. Gonna be safe here. I will say this though, Ninja Killer has been playing Fujin. Did a recent episode of match analysis for my YouTube channel on Fujin or on Ninja Killer, and he was playing Fujin, and like if Ninja Killer's playing Fujin, got him to stray off of Liu Kang and winning big tournaments with it, you know there's something powerful in that character, and he's not the only one playing this character at a super high level. There are other players that are also picking up and running a lot of Fujin as of late just because of how strong it is.
I'm gonna go on record, and anybody can quote me. I think Fujin is top 5.
I could definitely see it. It's one of those untapped potentials and hard to fully tap into because of all the different options available to him.
Yep. I'm like, I played Hayate several times. I'm like, this character's top 5, man. It's just like, this character is top 5, no doubt in my mind.
Yeah,
Because
Hayate's had some really good successes with the character recently too.
Yeah, so I have a theory about the top 5 characters in this game. I don't know if you saw it. I posted on Twitter, which is the top 5 characters in the game all have one thing in common, which is their ability basically to not really have to give up their turn if they don't want to, right? It's like they have either incredible pressure where you're guessing where your turn is, or they have screen control in a certain way that, again, they don't have to give up their turn if they don't want to. That was a beautiful read right there. Did you see that?
That was so sick from AJ. The geyser palm catching Izzy, running to the other side. And look, Izzy's been doing that all game. He's been successfully getting away with Skywalker, and if it's blocked, just run away. And AJ had an answer for it that time around. Very nicely done. Dude, I love Rain. Rain is the character that I've been playing lately. I'm not as good with the mobility or the movement as I probably should and could be with the character, but still been having a lot of fun playing him. His damage output is really fun, and it's nice just having a staggerable mid. Even though it's super short range, just having a mid to threaten with is really a lot of fun.
The only thing I don't like about Rain when I fight him... Oh, punish.
Oh, he already spent the KB, cool, so he's just going to go into full damage here. Not bad, though. Look at this. 30% for a bar is not bad.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Raid is I can't tell when his throw animation versus a punch. Like, my old man reaction just doesn't work. Gets the KB, though.
Oh, he got him with the launcher. Not enough damage to kill here, though, but AJ only needs a little more damage to put Rain on the board, and that's going to do it. The mix-up with the tidal wave. That string has an overhead ender that you can go for, and when you got a low special, there you go. 50-50 activated. AJ going to secure it. And the other thing, too, is AJ was not reliant on that tidal wave mix-up. I didn't know he had tidal wave until right then. I might be doing an awful job of paying attention, but it does go to show that it was not really heavily used, which meant Izzy wasn't really looking for it, and when it counted, got caught.
That to me is one of the strongest things when it comes to mix, right? Because again, if you start to get conditioned and you're blocking and you're looking for it, then it's not as powerful. But when somebody's able to reserve it for just those right moments to clutch it out, and you haven't been thinking about it for the last 2 or 3 minutes, and then they hit you with it, you're not going to be ready for it. And that's exactly what we saw at AJ right there. So that was a really good play.
Absolutely.
All right, so it's going to be interesting to see if Izzy stops doing that Skywalker, because again, now that AJ's kind of called that out to say, hey, look, if you do this and you rely on this too heavily, I'm going to snipe you out of the sky. Is Izzy going to kind of calm down with that a little bit, or is he going to just stick to his guns? If it works, don't change it. We'll see what his mentality is.
You're gonna try to call out AJ. That was a fluke. Do it again. I dare you.
Do it again. Exactly. Sometimes you got to test that, right? It's just like maybe it worked once, but are they going to be able to do it every single time? We'll see.
Thing is, if AJ can do that, that's going to shut down one of the core abilities to almost every Fujin player's game plan. Skywalker is so key to what they want to do that if AJ can take that off the table, that could prove a big swing into his favor.
So AJ walks into the active frames.
Excuse me.
Okay. Goes into it. So depending on the timing on that Hydra boost, that can actually be down to, but your character has to have a good button in order to interrupt after the amplify on that.
Pretty bad in terms of down to.
Yeah,
it might still work,
Rain,
but
I don't think
not a lot of range on it. It doesn't have a weapon. If you have a weapon, you're off to a great start when trying to uppercut Hydra boost.
Yep. So okay, so what is the KB requirement for that? I don't want to call it a grab, but it's like the overhead into the grab looking KB from Rain.
Oh, where he puts the guitar through your arm?
It's
a counter hit, KB. It's a counter hit.
Counter hit, okay.
Oh, he could have. Oh no, he didn't have the meter. I was looking at the wrong one.
Buttons?
Oh wow!
He got MK11.
And he had Fatal Blow available, so he's just gonna cash out, and that'll be the round here for the Wind God.
Well played.
The cool thing about that crushing blow, though, that you mentioned from Rain, is that after he does the crushing blow hit, he can also cancel that into Fatal Blow. So you can basically 45% somebody off of a counter hit. It's punishable, and you can't hit confirm it, though. So big risk, but there's a lot of opportunities. So like the one that I get away with a lot is just rolling out of people's pressure. You roll underneath them to the other side. They're whiffing. If they're whiffing for too long, you catch them for big dumb damage.
Yep. Ooh, nice. That was nice spacing right there. As he backed off just a little bit. Yep.
Pressure in the corner with the wind.
Pressure. Yep.
Oh, catches him with the wind. Now, you do have to worry about that crushing blow getting loaded up from Izzy as well. It's a great combo ender. The wind typically doesn't do any damage unless you amplify it, so it's not a big risk. But once you've got that crushing blow lined up, it can end up actually being a great combo ender. And Fujin has a restand, so he can actually make that work for him constantly. Very
and
easy
Izzy's
to
calling out
manifest.
these micro duck attempts from AJ. He got caught on 2 sequences just sitting there trying to duck whatever the next high was.
Now, one hit confirmed into Fatal Blow will be a kill for AJ.
That's a punish.
No, he didn't get it, but the low poke from Izzy will answer back. So Izzy going to take game number 2, and AJ wasn't able to get on the board on that one even.
Okay, it looks like, I don't know, the connection at the end there. Alright, I think we're still good.
Yeah, that was weird. Connection freaked out for a moment there.
Yep.
We're good.
I mean, that's King of the Hills, right? It's just like all the...
Yeah, at least it did it at the end, right? We didn't miss anything too important.
So what was the major adjustment there in between those matches? I just felt like the flow was very, very back and forth. But again, I think both players played both of those matches very well. But I'm not sure what was the key, in your opinion, in that second match to changing the momentum in Izzy's favor.
I think he was controlling the pace with more wind, I think, in the neutral. Less Skywalker, obviously, but I think he was just kind of throwing out the mid there and challenging AJ, and that was able to slow down AJ's ability to, you know, just kind of run. Because, I mean, it's another character that can be highly mobile, moving, zipping across the screen, and if you have a projectile that has the great coverage that the wind does, which is also, I don't think it's safe on block, but you can amplify it to have that mind game of making it kind of scary. It does kind of temper and slow down that offense, and AJ has to spend meter to make his own projectile be a significant threat in response.
Okay, Skywalker, he's out of there.
Yep, just gonna run scot-free on that one too.
Now, is the bubble fast enough to beat him on the other side, or is that too big of a risk?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think it's too big of a risk because if they see you go up there to try to bubble, they can cancel it. They can defensive meter cancel it and block you when they chase him. Now, if you catch them when they have no defensive meter to cancel it and they like do it into the corner where they'll freeze up at some point, you can maybe do it. But even then, I think they can use buttons and try to challenge either way too. So I haven't had much success when trying that particular approach.
Gotcha.
Ooh, good flawless block that's going to end the pressure there from the Hydro Boost. And now Izzy trying to swing that sword of his. Pushes AJ now into Fatal Blow territory. Oh, and gets with the dive kick, the KB even. That's going to be the kill.
Yep, nothing you can do about it. Even if he wanted to break there, wouldn't have mattered because those kicks are his armor break.
Yep, that was all guaranteed there. So Izzy now taking the lead here as we move into game number 3. And this is a winner's side top 8 match that's at up for grabs here. So winner's side top 8 slot is what's at stake. Okay, swings with the mid. Good blocks from Izzy. Not going to get opened up. And the flawless block again on these Hydro Boosts. That stops the pressure dead in its tracks.
All right, gets a throw. Pushes him full screen, which I'm not so sure if that's where, again, I'm not a Rain player, but I'm not sure, given that Fujin has that wind push, if he really wants to be full screen from Fujin.
Yeah, I don't think it's great. Also, you saw he tried for the Geyser Palm again and didn't get it, so he's only been able to do it once. It worked, but has not been able to find a repeated success with that approach. Although Izzy hasn't been offering the opportunity as much, he's still been offering it, and AJ's not been cashing out.
I like that he is balls blocking the jumps.
He got underneath the mid Qatar even, that low slide, extreme low profiling here, and now AJ no defensive meter, but Izzy just drops the combo.
Okay, down one check. No Geyser, but down one again. Down one again. I like these checks.
Hit confirm into Fatal Blow from AJ will steal the round here.
13-second stream. Okay.
Oh, the timer, I didn't even look at it. That is a very crucial part right now, though. All right, full string.
Who can get the touch?
Oh, he ducked underneath it. He's dead. It's over. It doesn't matter the time.
Oh, that's rough.
Wow. That was so close.
I'm not even mad. I would have pushed every button on my pad too, Izzy.
Yeah, that was wild. So Izzy is going to go ahead and secure game number 3. This set has been, not even in a bad way, but this has been going the distance in terms of duration. Like, it feels like these players are pulling out every stop imaginable, digging their heels in as deep as they can to give 0 ground unless it's absolutely ripped from their grasp.
Indeed. You know what I liked about the ending right there, too, from both players? Neither one of them buckled by trying to go for a throw and risking it all. They just said, you know what? I'm going to try to keep it safe, try to poke. If I get counter poked out, it is what it is. But it's like, you see a lot of times, and I do it too, so I'm no exception to this, which is you'll try to go for that throw to try to get that extra damage, and you get down 2 for your troubles, and it's GG's. Or you get microducks.
Yeah, just even a microduck at that level of health, like, could even be the jab punish is all it takes for the kill here. So both players at this level, though, not taking big risks, and that's the thing. That's kind of what separates them, is they don't feel the need to take those big risks. They're confident and strong enough in their fundamentals that, like, now I'll get the opening I need. Now, granted, only one of them can get it, but they're both incredibly talented players here, and that is part of it. AJ, though, making the switch from one ninja to another. Purple's done. Time for blue. It is Sub-Zero time. Ooh, slide gets caught.
I'm going to wager to say that Izzy's probably going to be ready for a lot of Sub-Zero's game plan here. But again, anybody can get mixed, though. Regardless of if it's your character or not, anybody can get mixed.
Yeah, that is the thing. No matter how familiar you are, a mix is a mix. So we'll see if AJ can rely on it. I do believe that he is utilizing an ability to combo off of the overhead as well. So Izzy's going to have to worry about it. Okay, he's got deep freeze. Yeah. So no rising ice, or maybe both. But oh, that caught actually. Nicely done by AJ. Side switch as well, building for the KB. Dude, that low slide is so good.
So good, so good. I'm like, and that was a big risk on AJ's part right there too, because that could have been a KB. All right, full screen again. He's got to be careful with this because again, that if he's got that ice ball, that amplify, that'll go right through that.
And he might even be able to kill with a clean enough combo there. Izzy has no breakaway to stop him going for a full damage, and slide amplify might be enough. Oh no, punish! The hesitation waiting for the amp.
Dream, this is dangerous.
This could be crucial for Izzy. Can he keep it going? Oh my goodness, he just lets it rip. I don't know if this is enough damage, but the clock.
He's gonna have the life lead though.
Yep, and there's only 9 seconds left on the clock here, so it is not in his favor.
Oh no, he's not dead. Okay, I was about to say there's a little chunk at the end. Now he's dead.
And the amplify from Izzy seals the deal. Izzy, set point here, available right now to the young prodigy. A mere 7 years old.
He gets younger with every match. All right, gets it down 4. All right, one push, no amplify. Again, one push keeping him out of the sky. Again, this is tough for Sub-Zero because again, Sub-Zero still has to get it. Oh, there's a KB right there.
KB. Oh, overhead. This is the first time that AJ's been really going for it in a while here. And again, just back to back. Sometimes you got to go for the bigger risk. Gets the slide launcher here. Oh, wow. 400 damage. Big momentum shift here from AJ. He's got the corner pressure here, but not able to keep it. Izzy finds his way out with the sword. The breakaway has to come out to stop it. Will he be able to retain or to reobtain that pressure? No KB, though.
Hey, I like that. I have never seen anybody do that.
That's punishable. Yep.
Okay, buttons.
Oh, he's just chasing him down with the slide.
No, he doesn't have the KB though.
Is he saving
slide
it?
again?
What is that?
Oh, he doesn't have the. Okay, he didn't have the meter to do it.
Yeah, didn't have the fast enough one. Oh, there's the life lead over to Izzy now.
Oh, this
20
is so
seconds
close.
left on the clock. Yep. No meter left to keep doing the wind like that, though.
He's out of the air.
Oh, he interrupted the big boot and the chip out. The wind kicks.
Man, had that not chipped him out, Dream, that was death. That was death. Izzy is able to clutch that out. That last sequence was incredible.
That was a wild closeout there from those two. In the end, though, it is going to be Izzy that takes it. An extremely fierce set, though. That could have really gone the distance, too. I think that could have gone either way. Like, the interrupt on the forward 4 to get the plus frames, which
that was
from Sub-Zero, 6-frame poke afterward, really tough to deal with. So, man, what a smart play from Izzy to not only be willing to challenge there, he took a risk there, and then just, in the end, able to close it out completely. So, Izzy is going to advance. We're going to hop back over to our cams for what is likely to be our final time that you'll see us until maybe our farewells. We'll see how I'm feeling.
Yes, sir.
But we're going to get queued up for our next match here, which is going to be the final match of the evening. And I have
got, Dream?
already forgotten. I think it's Zythshock and somebody, but we're going to have to restart the old brain here. Yes, Zythshock versus the Sad Boy Murder. So Zythshock versus the Sad Boy Murder going to be coming up. This is, yet again, similar story. Winner's side, top 8 is up for grabs here. So the winner will be done for the evening. They can rest easy. They'll be back on Saturday to play in our top 8. And the loser is going to have to continue to fight it out off stream in the loser side of the bracket to continue to try to stay alive in the tournament. They will, of course, be just one match outside of top 8, but still, I would prefer to be able to put the controller down and be done for the night than have to keep on duking it out in these shark-infested waters. So let's go ahead and get the predictions up, the invites out, and we'll get into that match in just a moment.
Just looking back at the last match, that was actually a pretty big match for Izzy, right? Because since he's now in the top 8, he's guaranteeing himself at least 100 points. He's already sitting at second place with 300. So he's walking away at least at 400. And again, Shock, he's obviously
well, we're about to see Zythshock, right? Zythshock is our next one. So if Zythshock loses right here, that's going to be big for Izzy in terms of being able to maybe take a significant lead, or at minimum start to close that gap between the two of them.
And Sad Boy Murder, is that the Scorpion player? Am I remembering him correctly?
That is correct. Okay. Typically, at least.
Nice. Has he made top 8 yet?
I don't believe that Sad Boy has made a top 8 before. I believe he's came close to a top 8 before, but I don't think that we've seen him in top 8 before. It definitely hasn't been top 8 winner side. So this is a big moment here for Sad Boy as well. So this could be pretty cool.
Nice.
So like right now, Zythshock's trying to retain his lead and make sure he can keep a strong lead, and Sad Boy's looking to make his mark here in the Nightmare series. So could go either way.
Shock, he did win last week, right? He's last week's winner?
He won week 1. He is week 1's winner. So Zythshock won week 1, Scorpion won last week, and then this is week 3. So Scorpion is already in top 8 winner side for the back-to-back attempt, and Zythshock, who was defeated by Scorpion last week, if he can get a winner side spot too, he will have the chance to maybe redeem himself and conquer the one that kind of bumped him out of the way the other time. Or it'll be a case of Scorpion is like, hey man, I wasn't here week 1, that's why you won, and then go from there.
So I'm going to just take a little sidebar here. Yes, Cam, I am the guy who will shoulder charge or spear charge. I believe in the spear charge more than a shoulder charge. In neutral, I will catch you not blocking, Cam. I will catch you.
Better be careful.
Yep.
It's happened to me many a time.
My hit rate is just off the charts, and it's funny that we're now over 2 years into the game, and people still think that shoulder charge is random. They still haven't figured out what the trick is. I love it.
Secret sauce. All right, so we do have Sad Boy here, just waiting on Zythshock to join us.
I'm always excited for these kind of matches where you have somebody who's, again, Sad Boy has been hitting the lab. He's probably been putting in the work. So it's just like he's starting to get those results, and they're just outside of making that first top 8, and they have that hunger to see it. And I love watching these kind of players play. So it's like I fully expect that he's going to come, probably look very, very hungry to get this win, if he can get winner side top 8 for his first time making a top 8, that situation really, really well. And I'm looking at the rankings right now. Imagine walking away with a minimum of 100 points right now in the middle of the season this early.
That's huge.
And then if he can continue, to be consistent moving forward, he positions himself quite well. So good luck to him.
Yeah, I think strong early finishes are really, really important and can really help you get to a position where you're able to in some ways kind of relax later on in the season. It gets to become crunch time if you haven't had those really strong opening finishes. But like for players at the top of the leaderboard at those upper positions, when they get toward the end of the season, they can feel better about it. And look, here's the thing, Izzy hasn't won a tournament yet, and he's in second place. So it's not necessarily about winning, it's just about consistently making it up there, which Izzy has just done yet again. And that's going to mean that maybe he can sit out a tournament later on, and he can feel relaxed that at minimum he might not have to brave the meat grinder LCQ, because that is where it gets real deadly, and where we see the likes of some players like Titanium Tigers, Koizi, all sorts of big sharks come out to snag that last spot. So you better hope you don't have to brave the LCQ.
Trust me, Dream. I know all about a spot being snagged away from me. K7 ruined my hopes and dreams with my 11th place spot. This man retired my soul. You guys only had to beat him one time, and you let him come back and win the whole tournament, which is the only way he could get into that 11th spot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That was a wild night. That was a wild night. K7
I
the
went
Frosty
into
champ,
exile
man.
because of that.
That was part of it. That was the final nail. The final nail in the coffin on that one. Solidified it.
Indeed. So I'm like, yeah, you can't sleep. You can't take a week off, guys. You can't do it. You do it, like I said, somebody might put their golden do-rag on and come and steal your hopes and dreams, you know?
Exactly. And it's like 10 points difference sometimes is all it would have taken.
Yep.
Like, all it takes is just like, if you would have just showed up, got a couple of DQ wins, and made it in for that 25th spot one more time, it would have been a difference maker. So
would have been in, but
if you've got the time to participate and just show up and try to have some fun, I would strongly recommend coming out for all the weeks you can, because it can be the make or break for you in the end.
Indeed.
Still waiting on Zythshock. Zythshock with the classic "my internet sucks" concerns that he has. I don't know what it is.
Restart everything.
Yeah, his NAT.
Where's he located?
Just like, I don't know. I haven't asked him, but his NAT just periodically goes to strict out of nowhere. I don't know why it does that or what the cause is for that. The only thing I can typically think of is if he's got another Xbox on the same network, and that way the ports forwarding gets taken up by the other one instead of his or whatever. That's sometimes how it works. But I also am dumb and don't know about the internet, so I might have made up all of that. You can't.
Could it all be made up, or maybe his internet is trash. It's possible.
Yeah,
all
so
possible. Yeah,
I'm not really sure why that happens to him, but it looks like somebody's saying he's from South Dakota. Man, at least it's not North Dakota. I feel like we could just sell North Dakota to Canada and make some cash, and like nothing would change. Nothing would change. But
not a thing.
What do they do in North Dakota? What do they do? What do they? Is there? They don't even have like a monument that I'm aware of. Isn't Mount Rushmore in a different place? There's not a cool mountain there.
You just pretty much fly over it. I think that's about it.
Yeah, I might be really like blasting North Dakotans right now, and I'm sorry, but from my understanding, your state.
Are you sorry, Dre?
Crazy.
You're just.
I mean,
might be spitting facts right now.
My public image is sorry. My public image and my brand are sorry, but the true me is like, man, fuck that place. I'm not going there ever, unless it's on my way to go somewhere else. All right, where you at, Zythshock? We'll give him another invite. He said that he's midway through his... Yeah, he's just got to reset his shit all the time.
I look like a rotisserie chicken. I don't know how to take that, Crispy. I don't know how to take that.
Saying that he legitimately looks as if he is a cooked
like
bird, or or are you suggesting that he just looks delicious? Is it a metaphorical suggestion of a rotisserie chicken, or are you suggesting that he truly does look as if he is being cooked? I would like to assume that he's just trying to call you yummy, which in that case compliments City.
I suppose so. He said he's joking.
Because I would eat the shit out of a rotisserie chicken. If I had a rotisserie chicken right now, I would be like, fucking nice. This is awesome. I am already hungry.
Kind of hungry right now.
Exactly.
I'm like, right now, I'm getting into that like zone where it's just like, it's getting late. I need that extra. It's like I ate beforehand, but I gotta eat again. You know, gotta refuel.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Part 2, second breakfast. I need to get in on that. Where are you, Zythshock? I sent him another invite. I don't know if he's going to take it, though, because he probably doesn't have his Xbox ready to go, but we'll see. We gotta, get a seat for Zythshock permanently. You know what I mean? Like, Zythshock, you just live in the lobby with us. And I guess how he won his other matches, though. Damn it. Theory crafting. We'll figure it out.
He said 3/4 of the way done with my reset. All right.
I wonder if there's a genuine way to know he's 3/4 of the way, or if there's just got like 4 steps and he's only done. You know what I mean? Like, how does he know he's 3/4?
I'm gonna say I think he was just trying to give us some confidence that it wasn't gonna take too much longer.
Yeah, I think he could have made up any fraction.
Yeah,
14 16ths through the way, or 7/8, whatever you want to do.
He said he's on.
He's on. All right. Crispy Fungus. They must be favorited.
They must be wait a minute. Is this? Is this like a Justin at 8 type of deal where Cross is actually Crispy's twin brother?
All right, Zythshock, I'm typing your name right now. I spelled the whole thing, and I'm gonna send you an invite. And please, please join the game. Hopefully the internet gods will let you in. I hope that there's no more problemos, but...
So did someone say 3-4? Alright, what's up, Omnipotent? How you doing? Another fellow Spawn main?
Man, Spawn's tight. Spawn's such a, like, we were talking about characters you can't count out, right? We're talking about, like, Sub-Zero and, like, Sindel, but, like, the true never count him out, Spawn. Yeah, Spawn. The one character that can legitimately hit you for 70% under the right circumstances, and I've seen footage of real matches hitting, like, 80% damage and stuff on somebody that just is like, oh, man, you know, this combo's been long enough, I'm gonna break. No, you're not.
Yep, like, yeah. So
yeah,
I'll
still get wrecked.
And what? No, Xiao actually has an 80% combo as well. You never see it, but he has one. And I'm like, that day I land this on someone, I'm gonna be singing it from the mountains. I promise you. I promise you. But that's why I like Spawn. I like Spawn's explosive damage. That's why I picked him up in the first place. Oh yeah, Spawn is ass. He needs buffs. I agree, Blue. That's why Blue didn't pick Spawn today, by the way. He's like, character's absolute trash.
Shock, were you able to join? Did it work? I don't think that we can stream a different match for the most part. We'll just have to be done, I guess. We'll have sat around and we'll just say goodbye, which is not the hype ending that I want. Come on, Shock. Get your internet working, man. I would rather fiddle with your router for a little bit longer than have such an anticlimactic end like that. I don't know why your internet does this to you. You gotta do some research on this. What is happening?
Oh, on the loser side, we have AJ versus Justin for top 8. I don't know if you caught that, Dream.
Oh yeah, maybe we should just run AJ versus Justin. But they have trouble. We have trouble getting them into the same lobby too.
They're both in the same lobby, yeah.
Yeah, like, getting the two of them into a lobby, that has not proved to be easy otherwise. And yeah, all the other matches are in progress. Others are like Striker and Slick Beats are playing. Venverse and his opponent are playing Kusanagi. And AJ and Justin, they've already even checked in, so they're getting started soon. So we sadly cannot run any other matches, even if we could. Shock, you're our only hope.
Come on, Shock. Come through for us. Don't let us go out sad like this.
We can take a look at the bracket, though, if you guys want to see what else. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen enough of me for now. So, looking at...
So, were there any... if I can ask a quick question. Are there any matches tonight that would have happened that could have shaken up the bracket a little bit?
I'm not sure. I think that, you know, like Venverse coming back did some interesting shakeups to the bracket just because of where his seating kind of throws things off. You know, Blackout, he kind of signed up a little bit later, so he threw things off. So, and some of the matches where Blackout was in, he could have absolutely had some pretty crazy upsets if he would have made it further.
Yep. Sorry to cut you off, Jim. They're in the lobby and they're about to start it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, thanks for making me look bad. All right. Well, hold on. I got this.
Nah.
Oh no, I'm trying to put an emote on the screen. I gotta switch the names too. Everything is wrong. This is all your fault. That's going in the VOD on YouTube too. That whole fucking wait. Good job. I don't care.
All right, we're getting right into it. We have Kung Lao versus, of course, the expected Scorpion pick from Sad Boy Murda. I didn't see. I was looking down, unfortunately, so I didn't see what they have equipped at the moment. But it looks like
I see some Searing Rage stuff for sure.
There's a buff there. Yep.
That kunai buff, I think, is really, really strong, though. I really like what I've seen some players do, namely Justin. Justin has really put Searing Rage on the map. People talk about how, like, oh, he gets a lot of damage or whatever. Like, Searing Rage, he does get a ton of damage.
Yeah,
like,
he hits like
40%, no problem. People complain about other characters hitting for 40, and that buff lasts forever, too. It lasts quite a long time, makes his throw even better. I really like the buff. I'm a big proponent for the buff. And the buff with the teleport cancel does kind of work.
Yeah, it's really good. And it's just like, you know what I like about his buff too? It comes out very quick. Like, that's the thing, is you can get it up real quick, and then, again, you land any touch, it's at least 35 to 40% if they don't have breakaway.
Oh, look at this. I'm going to go clean into the buff setup here. Able to successfully block. Here's the punish, and look at this. Because he has the buff, actually doesn't go full damage, making me eat my words on that one, but...
Maybe he probably didn't want to do the spear ender right there. This is also why I equipped, I think it's called Death Combo, which is the extended It's like the 2-1 and then
Oh
2
yeah,
plus
the bonus
4.
string, so
Yeah.
you can do the one grab
And,
string where you get the
yeah.
same side. That's actually pretty good because yeah, spear ender. The bad part about spear ender is it does force a side switch. Oh, nice use of that overhead there, and look at how much
Back three,
life was
boys.
still remaining on Sad Boy's health bar as well. Really, really healthy as we now move into the final round. And we're talking about Scorpion, a character that can control the neutral so well. He's able to really dictate when he's in, when he's not, when he's kind of running away. And look at that variation name from Sad Boy as well. I walk back.
I walk
Exactly.
back.
That's what he's going to be doing.
I love when players own their nonsense like that. That is hilarious to me.
Dude, wear your
Okay,
degeneracy on your shirt. Okay, here we go, on your sleeve. There we go. Oh, it doesn't go for a full combo again. No breakaway either. This is going to be a big opening, and like I said, no breakaway, so going to get full damage, 32% with the side switch back to the corner with him. And now just backing
that
away.
sequence could have gone bad because he had the block on the spin, but then he had the drop, but he's able to pick it back up. Okay, but this is Kung Lao though. Yeah, I was gonna say he could have got that armor break right there. That would have been 40%.
Yeah, got to be very careful. Swing and miss.
Oh.
Oh, but the hat
Open, he's
toss
dead.
ends up
He's
catching
dead.
him. Yep, fatal blow. Zythshock has been so good at this all season long, catching people off guard at the end of the round and just, oh, I'm going to be hit confirming into my fatal blow now and robbing you blind of your attempt at a victory. And this is
45%
no
grounded.
different. Yeah. That is so good. Zythshock has done it over and over again, dude. Big, dumb damage from just fatal blow at the end. His ski mask is up permanently.
The ski mask, he has the duct tape ready. He was ready. He let it fly, and again, there was no opportunity to break away either. So it's just like once Kung Lao gets that touch at the end, if he's got that the fatal blow loaded, it's over. But Sad Boy, I like what he had going there though. Again with the buff and getting the damage. The only issue is I think there were 2 or 3 times during both of those rounds where he dropped the ender. And again, I think it has to do with probably not wanting to side switch. But even though maybe going for a 1-1-2 as an ender is also an option, right? He doesn't even need the extended string. He could just do his normal 1-1-2 end it. Yes, it does a little bit less damage, but it does more damage than just dropping the combo completely. But he may have a game plan around that, right? There are people who like to drop combos early and try to catch you with resets because you're not expecting that
We
drop.
saw it earlier from YB Designs, right? He had combos that it looked like drops, but they ended up being these like weird intentional setups to throw his opponent off and open them up for even further damage. So that could be part of Sad Boy's plan. But there we go, that walking back again, just trying to control the pace, forcing his opponents to come to him. He's a character that has really great range and a teleport to get in whenever he wants. So if he can force you to have to come to him, that's when players make mistakes, is on their way in. And like I said, he gets to get in whenever he wants if you aren't going to come to him. But he has ways of making you. Oh, nice micro duck.
Wow,
though.
nice micro
Zythshock.
duck. That is a big call out, Jim, because if he had got that wrong, that is a KB if he gets it wrong on the 4-3-4 stagger into the throw. Well played.
Nicely done, though. Zythshock off to a great start here. Big life lead right now.
Good hop. Okay, he does the 1-2, so he's +2 there. Then decides to back off. This little spear has to be careful though.
Yo, thank you so much
stand
for the follow,
forward.
Randolph the Rad. Glad you're having some fun checking out the Nightmare series. Look at that beautiful flawless block from Sad Boy. Gonna get the side switch with the spear though, no meter, although right back into the corner with an additional spear here.
It's dangerous though, Dream. He gave him fatal blow though.
This is very true. Oh my god, speak of the devil. Soul Warrior with the crystal ball looking at the future here. He knew all about it.
You know what? One thing is just like, especially watching very high level players do. A lot of times that's where they'll drop combos on purpose, just to not give you that fatal blow, to give you that win button at the end. Sometimes you just got to be conscious of that.
I think that's absolutely part of the meta, is purposely leaving your opponent just outside of fatal blow territory so that you can then try to kill them with a full combo that basically removes fatal blow from the equation. Now, a lot of people do have breakaway and they can sort of force their option to have access to the fatal blow, but that's not the case for all grounded damage. And even then, like certain KBs, like you put them to 30% and then throw crushing blow, bam. Now they're in dire situations.
Oh, I like that little setup right there. It just, okay, gets the C hat again. Again, Sad Boy, he's respecting the Z-Hat. I'm not sure why. Again, especially as Scorpion, you have a lot of options against Z-Hat.
Got him here. This should be the finish. Oh, Shock breakaway is going to stop him from closing it out, but Sad Boy, one last chance. Tries for the YOLO teleport. Not going to have it happen here today, and Shock now up 2-0. Sad Boy's been putting up a great fight. The score is deceptive on this one. Shock has been getting away with robberies and barely scraping it by on this one, but nonetheless, a 2-0 lead is a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Forever Lee saying I never seen that loud combo. Yeah, I know. I was like, I didn't need that. And I was like, I liked how he set that straight up into Z had to continue the pressure straight afterwards. Very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
Shock has some really, really fun and beautiful setups with it. That is part of that dedication to the character, though. So, like, you spend enough time with a character like Shock has, and you're able to come up with some strategies that do feel in some ways one of a kind and unique. You know, some players made the complaint, Maximilian in particular, the complaint that, like, there's not enough creativity in this game, and I call 100% bullshit. You just didn't spend enough time with it. There's a lot of surface level, like this is the go-to, but there is definitely creativity to be had once you really dive into the fully fleshed out meta of the game.
No, that is definitely true, and I think Kung Lao is one of those characters that show that off. It's like
very expressive.
He's so flashy and explosive, and it's just like, it's just really, really good. He's got a lot of pressure. He's got a lot of options. He's got the throw pressure. He's got, again, the Z-Hat. He's got Buzzsaw. There's a lot of things, and then he just touches you and you explode. So yeah, there is creativity to be found. You just have to look for it. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, you know, Kung Lao is one of the more expressive characters of that, able to really show off and highlight that. So far as Shock off to a pretty strong start here. Pokes from Sad Boy trying to get his turn back. These overheads, though, actually being blocked. We saw earlier when we were seeing Scorpion on the screen, a lot of overheads successfully connecting, but Shock's got the reactions. He's ready for those.
See, Dream, this is what I'm saying. The key about if you're going to go for the back three, and I love my back three, you also have to make them think about the forward four as well, which is the low starter. Because, again, if you're only doing back three, you don't have any other starters if you're not using low starters if you're not using forward four as well. But I get it. He probably doesn't want to use the forward four. Oh, okay, guys, close that out.
Oh, wow, the drop!
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of
throw
drop
as well. Oh man, one combo into Fatal Blow could be the kill here. Sad Boy has that kunai buff up. Okay, it's gone away.
Okay,
got him!
But he still got it!
Oh no, the drop! Sad Boy! That is unfortunate.
Okay,
secret crushing blow, but he used the wrong one. He used the wrong crushing blow.
That sucks. That sucked. You hate to see that. He needed the crushing blow going in the other direction, so he got just a static 30.
Yeah, he just needed the straight up damage. Fuck that bleed.
Yeah.
It did not. I mean, it's not lethal to start, and gave his opponent time to kill him first. No, oh man, that is a heartbreaker here. Shock gonna give no mercy at all, though, just continuing the onslaught.
Oh, okay, punish.
Okay.
That boy, you gotta make it count.
Yes, definitely redeem yourself here. 2 bars spent.
Okay. I understand why he did that, but I don't know if I agree with that, because I'm like, I kind of want Shock to be off of his meter in that situation. You just use another crushing blow, but I get it. He wanted the life lead.
Yeah, he does want to get the life lead, but yeah, no launcher there means defensive meter still available for Zythe. He does end up spending it on Orbiting Hat, and that's going to get the opening. Not going to be enough for Shock, but he will be one hit away. This pressure coming out after the dive kick purposely. Okay, there's that low you were talking about, though, Soul.
There it is. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like, you got to throw that low in there just to make him check. But I understand why he's not overdoing it with the low, because there is a flawless block gap in that string. But again, in order for people to respect the back three, you got to be doing that forward four every now and again. Not often, but just often enough. It's kind of one of those, keep it in your back pocket, make them guess.
Absolutely. He definitely brought it out when it counted there, able to turn that round around. And we're going to see if he can keep the dream alive to stay alive here on the winner's side. Shock still on set point here. Finds an opening off the block teleport, or the cancel teleport. I don't actually remember.
Yeah, he canceled it. And again, Shock just put out a button to challenge it. He's just like, you know what? You're going to have to commit if you want to hit me. Okay.
Oh, no crushing blow. Instead going in for the hat toss.
Oh, he's okay, he tried to go for the armor break.
I think he's going for a goofy side switch there, to be honest. I think he's just trying to throw off his opponent. There's the flawless block, though. Can't cancel that string or anything afterward either.
Throw, yep, of course.
What a play.
How instant that dive kick was. He knew exactly what he was doing there. Instant dive kick and throw was his plan as soon as he left the air.
The spacing on that, like, he knew exactly where he was at, where his opponent was at, given that knockdown or that post, whatever scenario they were in, to get the perfect dive kick to just be zip right up in front of you. And I hope you weren't looking to block that dive kick, were you? Because now you're dead. There's the throw. Zypshock going to take a top 8 winner side spot for himself. And we're going to head over to our bracket for the final time. We're going to take a peek at our top 8 as a little preview as to what is to come on Saturday. That is going to be it for the matches here tonight, though we are all done. Big thanks to everybody that stuck around and watched all the sets here tonight. And let's go ahead and hop over to our top 8 after we quickly put in our scores here. I think it was a 3-0 there for Zypshock.
Sadboard played very well, I thought. It's not like he wasn't playing well. There's a few key moments that I think it's like he probably could have kept his momentum and not dropped a few things. But Zypshock, he impressed me. Like I said, this is, I think, maybe the first or second time I've seen him play. And I can understand why he's sitting at the top. So it makes a lot of sense.
The scoreboard is deceptive on that one. So here, as we hop over to our top 8, we can see that our current winner side matches are Zypshock versus Blue Link. That will be what we start off with on Saturday for top 8. Then we've got Izzy versus Scorpion. Scorpion, he won last week. Izzy won week 1, or I'm sorry, Zypshock won week 1. If they both win, they'll be facing off in the winners finals, which I think that's what happened last week. So we'll see if we can get a rerun on that one, and if it goes that way, or if we get a shift in how the results end up turning out. Then on the loser side, we've got Venverse and AJ still alive. The other 2 slots still up for grabs. Some matches going on. Make sure you pay attention to my Twitter. Once everything is confirmed, I'll be tweeting out what the full bracket looks like. But that being said, that is going to do it for us tonight. Before we get out of here, though, I do want to give a big thanks to Soul Warrior for hopping on the mic and helping me out. It was a thrill having you on here with me. I think you did an excellent job. It was great finally getting to share the mic with you. And of course, go ahead and let the people know all about what kind of projects you're involved in and where they can find more of that.
Again, thanks again for having me, Dream. I appreciate it. As I posted on Twitter, Dream, your platform was one of those ones that gave me the confidence to start competing. So it's an honor and a pleasure to be able to be on the mic with you here. But if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter, SoulWarrior71K, as well as on Twitch. Again, I haven't really been streaming like that, but you'll see me around in chats and things of that nature. And again, as I start to go further into this commentary thing, you may see me around a little bit more. And also, you can also follow Viz's league as well. You'll see me around there. Again, we're in our last week. We'll have the playoffs not this upcoming weekend, but the following weekend. You can catch me there as well. But again, this was really good. A lot of high-level play. I enjoyed watching players. And again, Xbox is my home, guys. So happy to be here. Thanks, Stream.
Absolutely happy to have you. With that, we are going to get out of here, though. If you need more from me, my Twitters and socials are all over the screen. There's the YouTube, where you'll see the archive. Got some match analysis videos up there. The Discord, if you want to keep up to date with all the tournaments. There's the Twitter on there as well. And we will be back on Saturday for the top 8. So definitely make sure you're staying tuned or coming back for that. That is going to be quite the intense action. Already got some killers lined up. Looks like we add Slick Beats to the mix as well. So tons of killers. And Soul Warrior just mentioned Viz. We are actually going to send you guys over to Viz. So make sure you guys are dropping that Scorpion emote in the chat as much as you can. I'm sure Viz loves it. I hear it's his favorite character.
Particularly say Buff Scorpion. He loves that one.
Yeah. Buff and then the AJ emote. Let's get it going.
Thanks, guys. This was fun.